commissioned, only for Jarvis to come out of nowhere and start asking him a bunch of questions about high concept magic and dragons. And then shortly after that, Marcus walking down the stairs with Ed.
Marcus?
Yeah, he's here now.
Hello, Walter.
Weren't you making a church?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm actually here on business for the church. I was talking to the bishop.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, 25 words at a time don't do.
And Ed, what are you up to?
I was going to look around town and see who we could hire to start laying out plans
I
for
think-
the property that we have.
I think that's a great idea. I also recommend you bring Ari along because they are very well knowledgeable about buildings.
Yeah, we can.
I didn't know this about Ari.
We're gonna invent the septic tank about 2 decades early.
Yeah. I mean, if Master Betty doesn't need too much more help, I could come along too and help start planning because I do know carpentry and masonry and.
That's true. That's
Oh, you're
true.
free to go, kid. You don't gotta. You don't gotta stick back here with me if you don't want to.
Well, it's not that I don't want to. It's just like there's other things that need to be done as well.
Hey, Walter.
I might have said that wrong, but go have fun.
Okay. Yes, Marcus.
Tell me about that sword.
Oh, Balmung.
Yeah, I was kind of filling them in.
Balmung is sentient, and really doesn't like dragons.
Hopefully, we can persuade him.
Did the
At least
sword?
like good ones?
Did the sword react to me at all?
Not that you can see, but Walter, you would hear in your ear, I smell the stench of hells on that one.
Yeah, I say aloud because I don't know if it can read my thoughts. Yeah, he recently had a revelation about actually being like the sin of lust or something, but like he's also been on this whole redemption arc without his memory, and I think he's more good than evil.
He
Marcus-
did as an
That
angel once.
reminds me, Marcus.
Yes.
We're gonna have to talk about the other sins, specifically pride.
When you said that like he's good, if you look at Wild West, this is kind of like the thumbs up smile he gives the sword. What about pride?
Well, at the same time we acquired the sword, we also got a prophecy.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What prophecy is that?
Was it a handout? Oh,
Labyrinth
Labyrinth.
prophecy.
Yeah. Oh,
When
yeah.
unlikely friends will have gathered amidst the war that left Union shattered, they will roam the Wild West, where hearts will be put to the test. Then with courage traverse the land most uncivil, and see how the reckoning hath left a ripple. First will be 8 lost children of heaven, those who would return to the light, number 7. To herald the dark end that is coming, ride 4 horsemen hooves strumming. Only then will it be known why such chaos has been sown, to bring about a Lord eternal upon the equinox of vernal. 3 years hence from 69 shall our heroes wish to end evil's design, then ride to unite the 5 with a war cry. To go without one, the land will fall barren and dry. They will need the treasures of the labyrinths, their puzzle. I think that's the wrong there, Dylan.
Oh, their
There's
puzzles
also
reside
a
that have
missing
no hints.
apostrophe on evil.
Yeah.
On evil
Their
design.
puzzles reside that hath no hints. When the tombs are empty and the 7 no longer sleep, only then will death return to reap, to undo that which was set in motion decades prior, claim that which pride did desire.
So yeah.
I see.
No, that should be the right there.
So that
Yes,
is that is
that's
right there.
right there.
Okay.
Oh,
It could have been
That's-
either, but the way I was reading it,
But
it
the-
was the
It
possession.
was more like in regards to the
There
labyrinths.
be puzzles.
There be puzzles that reside that have no hinties.
Okay.
Yar,
there
I
be
just thought
dragons
that like the labyrinth's puzzles have no hints.
There be puzzles here.
There be puzzles.
Darn.
So yeah,
Puzzles
there's
left and right.
that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see that everyone's doing okay at least.
Yeah, there was a lot of serious character building going on in that labyrinth.
I actually learned starkly little.
Really.
Oh yeah, I learned
you're
absolutely
perfect.
nothing.
You're already perfect in every way, Bruce.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
you're
appreciate
Jarvis
think you
it.
learned
is
the
kind of
extremely
giving
lucky.
a
Oh, absolutely.
Jarvis is giving like 1,000. Like Jarvis's mind just went elsewhere once you mentioned the labyrinth.
He kind of looks around at first. Hey,
Oh.
Jarvis, where's Helfring?
Right. That is also another thing I need to do.
Oh yeah, your little buddy.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Oh,
He got
Wyvern
he
got
got
him.
destroyed, but I
Oh,
can bring him
Wyvern?
back. Yeah, Wyvern got it, but I can bring him back with ease. No issue.
Oh, that's good.
That was the fucking they put the wrong bounty. Again.
Yeah.
I mean,
You see, Jarvis
those
is
are
this
more
now lost
complicated
in
than that,
thought.
but-
Yeah, I told him that part.
Wait, where does there need to be a comma? Was it should? Is it should?
Evils.
Apostrophe evil's design. Or let
Um,
me load it again.
Just see,
Yeah,
I'm just
should
getting
Dark
so
That
Heroes
line.
Relation and
grammar
evil's
police
design.
oh yeah,
Are here.
gotcha.
this whole thing is confusing me. There's like there's 8 kids, then there's 4 horsemen, then there's 7 tombs. It's just like too many numbers. This thing's getting confusing.
Good 8
Aren't there also
kids.
7 sins?
There is.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I don't know if that applies to the angels.
Do you want to ask your
Or-
sword if he's like represents one of them?
Did the sword react when Walter said that I was a sin?
Not that you could see.
Out of character, obviously.
He would have said to Walter as a response to that, the sin of the sin of his namesake matters not to me, so long as he does not turn to the dark and bring those down with him. So, Sigurd had many women. Lust is not really a problem to me.
Oh,
Does not make one unjust.
Yeah.
yeah.
But beware the wrath of women.
Okay. Marcus.
So
Almon says not to make any women angry.
I
Whoops.
mean, in what context?
For his own sake.
For your own sake.
Yeah, was like your breakup with the angel like mutual? Was it
My girlfriend?
Oh, it's still going on?
Well, I don't know.
See,
I
all right,
haven't-
now the sword's glowing and shit. This is
I
like
think
bad.
he's gotta find her and then they got a DTR. You know.
Yeah, we gotta talk. I don't know where to find her. I've been kind of just focusing on building the church for a while, and kind of after my revelation, not really tried thinking about it, and mostly just did a lot of reflecting. And I thought about when we all first met, and Lane, he was talking to me in the bar, and actually it was my first confession that I ever did with the group, and he was talking to me, And I won't go into detail because confession is confidential.
I mean, I was actually present for that, so I
I've-
I
Yeah, but
witnessed it.
Jarvis wasn't.
Yeah, both times actually.
He kind of just like puts his hand behind his head, like I've never heard of a gator cannon before.
What?
Man,
Yeah.
that poor gator lost his mind.
Is that some kind of sexual innuendo? A gator cannon?
No, I think it was quite literally a cannon that shot gators.
Yeah,
Fair.
Bruce
No,
was
I
there.
thought he turned a gator into a cannon. That's what I thought.
That's-
If you want to know, he used a gator as a cannon.
Oh.
I think him misinterpreting that as a cannon that shot gators is just as good.
I mean, both are
Actually, no,
plausible.
no. Wait, let me.
Jargo, I
let me
know
look,
what we're
'cause
doing today.
I think shot
What are we
gators
doing?
out of a cannon was also on the list.
Oh, so he's
No, I
done
thought
both.
I thought it was through gators into your enemies' houses.
in the great
here, I
swamp
can-
gas.
I have it here. I've killed people in random caravan by throwing an alligator into their carriage. Was one of them.
What?
I've used the alligator as a firebomb. I've used an alligator as a regular bomb. I've used an alligator as a cannon. I have filled my competitor's house with alligators that I starved.
Oh my God.
That's
I have
horrible.
And
Oh my
specifically-
so
God.
many questions.
Ed specifically told me to skip the rest of the gator ones.
And so on and so
And
forth.
there was something about making a deal with the Great Swamp. Yeah, I made a pact with the Great Swamp Gas in the Sky was also on there for what
You
Tom
did
said.
what?
And I do it again.
You're like, Father, I don't know if there's any coming back from this.
The hell is the great swamp gas in the sky?
He's a warlock patron.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you didn't call me Father. You called me Padre. I'm sorry.
it's
Yeah.
Padre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was always Padre. Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
You know, what? I blame you, Bean, because
I'm
I've
gonna
done
go
that.
look
ever since.
for your professor.
I walked back into the hallway from outside, hands dripping in blood, or hands covered in blood.
Huh.
Oh, hey Marcus.
Hi.
Aaron, what happened?
I was feeding steaks to the kids.
Oh, okay. That's steak blood, not your blood.
No,
Where is my where are my children?
they're out there in their. I don't know. Is it? I don't know what their enclosure is like, but they're out
Pen?
there in their place. Yeah, but it was
Jarvis-
nice.
Yeah, Jarvis will go search for the professor.
The professor. Oh, like you're going to go speak to
Silver spell.
Silver spell?
Silver Spell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I can
I think
find
he's with Marianne right now.
Marianne or Mary?
Marianne.
Okay, I'll go. I'm still gonna look for him because
Who's Marianne?
Jarvis was not educated in this type of school.
All right, Jarvis departs
It's,
to head
it's
to
an
the
old
college.
reference, but it checks out.
Checks.
Yeah,
But
send me back in here.
Well, we should probably start making our way over to Homestead. Load up Kothar.
What are we doing?
Get to fucking work.
Ed wants to head over to the homestead to check things out again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna make a home.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking. You know how I talked about like indoor plumbing and all that. We should do that.
It hurts
We'll
trying to
build
think about that.
I
You
mean,
don't want a garden inside. How would a tree fit in there? Or,
No. So
I mean,
you know
if
how
we
you
build
have
a
to
large
go
enough
out.
atrium, we could put a tree.
I don't want no
Yeah.
plums.
No. So you know how Bruce, you know how you don't like going outside in the winter to go to the outhouse?
Yeah,
I
because it
looked
gets
at
cold
You know how
out.
you don't like
Yeah,
you know how you don't like going outside in the middle of summer to go to the outhouse?
yeah.
What if the outhouse was inside?
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
but stinky.
No. Because instead of just going in a hole in the ground, it moves down a pipe
The
to
pipes taken away?
well yeah, the pipe's taken away, and well, you can't do it to a sewage treatment plant because we don't have one of them. But we can make like a septic tank.
What's a septic tank?
Put all the
So
shit in it.
yeah, so you know how you have the big hole under the outhouse?
Yeah.
So imagine you had a big thing off to the side of your house that the pipes carry the waste to,
Okay.
and there's like a drain field around it, and
What
it's buried in a mound.
what happens when it gets full? Do we just get another septic tank?
I mean, we could. It'd be easier since there's not like the infrastructure. I mean, it takes a long time for him to fill up, though.
Try me.
I mean, you haven't seen Ed after taco night.
You haven't seen what fast food tacos do to someone.
Fast food.
What's
Okay,
fast
you've
food?
mentioned
Just wait
those.
until just wait until just wait until I introduce you to Taco Bell.
Don't they got one of those in Gate Town
Bell?
or not yet?
I think they do, yeah.
Oh, I don't
Yeah, there is a
remember.
Taco
Maybe
Bell
they
in
do.
Gate Town.
Oh, that's right. And there's a Starbucks.
It's the
Not
Bruce-
anymore.
Oh,
Not anymore.
It's Bruce Bucks.
Oh, it's Bruce Bucks.
It's
It's
Bruce
gonna be.
Bucks.
It's gonna be Bruce Bell. Taco Bruce.
Taco Bruce.
Bruce.
Build his
Bruce
empire.
Bell.
I shall rule Gate Town.
Oh man, I love
I would
that.
say we should like air condition the building too, but I don't think that's possible.
Well, you guys can go figure that stuff out. I have too much money on me. I have to waste all my money.
You have to waste all your.
Again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you use your money on, Bruce?
Drugs mostly.
Well, he
As
is
a
an
friendly
entrepreneur.
reminder,
He has to put it
Jarvis
into
likes
his
to use
business,
money for
Walter.
resources.
Oh, Bruce fully knows.
Bruce is suffering from what all of us can call success.
Papa Bruce needs some new shoes.
Now, you're serious about getting the band back together.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about the band
What's
anymore.
wrong with
Neil,
the birds?
did y'all just break up like 4 days ago? 5 days ago?
Yeah, it was literally 4 days ago. Y'all broke up the band.
Yeah, you didn't want to perform at the after the celebration concert because the band had broke up.
Yeah, it was there were tears shed. It was rough. It's been 4 days. I haven't healed.
I do walk to my children though, and I start talking to them.
Very good.
Are they like preteens now? They go like cheap.
Yeah, it's more like
Cheap.
Chirp.
We've gone from cheap to chirp.
My
Yeah, but now there's a crack in the middle of it right now.
my children.
Chirp.
How do they react when I approach them?
They are very happy to see you. They have not seen you in quite some time, so both of the heads are vying for your attention and occasionally nipping at each other when one seems to overstep their bounds.
I just go,
So
hey,
Tung's
it's,
less
it's
than
okay.
an hour, so he should probably still be able to talk to them. Since I had been out there talking to them.
It's okay. It's okay. You both can give me, and I go in for a hug for both of them.
And they each like nuzzle on each side of your neck.
Very good. All right. Let me see if I have anything that they would be interested in.
Oh, so you said you cast tongues on them, right? So they could like kind
Yeah, I would have when I was like talking to them.
This is Father, we have learned to fly.
You can fly.
Yes, small man has taught us how to fly. And then the other head. Yes, small man who I wanted to kill, but no longer. Mother father said not to kill him.
We've established that Marcus is the mother.
Oh yeah,
When-
that's right.
when-
Marcus
when
is
did
the
we
mother.
establish this?
Never mind. They would have been saying mother this whole time, so they'd say father has told us not to kill the small man.
When did I become the mother?
Mother
When
may
you
have missed
first
you.
hatched.
Yeah, when you first
I've been saying this for a I've been trying to convince everyone of this for a while, which is hilarious given the whole Mary thing.
Hey, you were the first one it saw.
It's almost dead.
Oh yeah, that would have been fucking horrible.
Luckily,
Alright.
Ed's just the cool uncle now.
Hell yeah.
Can you fly with like anyone on your back yet, or no?
We can try.
How much would they weigh at this point?
Oh, man, that's. Well, they're technically large.
Growth rate of a Thunderbird? I don't know.
Yeah, big.
Yeah.
They
alright.
weigh a lot. They weigh a lot.
All right. How long can you guys fly for?
Only for a short amount of time. Then we become tired. But soon we will be able to fly for longer. We must eat more and grow stronger with strength.
I agree. Well, why don't you guys? Do they have any more food with them?
They have like a trough in there.
Okay. Why don't you guys eat up and then take a nap for a little while?
Very well, mother. We will sleep.
Okay. And I'll be back later. And then Marcus just walks past. Hello.
Whoa.
They're so big.
Yeah, they've really been going through a thing with wanting to kill the small man. Apparently,
This small man.
I think I got him off of that.
Who's the small man?
Whichever hunter has been training them.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, at one point they just wanted to like dump him off their backs while they were flying, and another they wanted to eat him or something. I don't know. I feel like I would have been told if they actually had done that though. So, it's probably fine.
Eh, they're just kids.
Kids will be kids.
Sure will.
All right, so we going to check out. We going to just like check out the homestead, or were you wanting to start getting people to work on it?
I think we should. Yeah, because we might be gone soon enough, so maybe we get people on the job and then we come back later and
I'll be right back.
check back in.
Yeah.
Didn't horse stable guy, shit, what's his name?
Gunderson.
Heck Gunderson. Didn't he say he knew a guy?
Yeah, he should be the first person we talk to. He's the one who's got
Yeah.
good connections.
I do have a question for y'all about. I don't know how things work here. I mean, where I'm from, you kind of need to know an idea of what you want before you hire people to build it. Unless you just want to give them free reign.
Well, yeah, then maybe we look first and see what we do want.
Do they have stroll homes?
Well, I mean, we don't have to know exactly, but like, I imagine Ed wants you'd probably want like some kind of gym put in it if we can.
Hell yeah.
Imagine Jarvis wants some kind of lab.
Go
I'd want a
workshop.
smithy.
And
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the lab and smithy kind of go hand in hand with the kind of stuff he makes. So maybe that's like a 2-for-1 deal.
get a big bowl workshop.
Unless you need 2 smithies.
Well,
And
Or two
it needs to be
forges, I mean.
dwarven.
No, that's true.
yeah, then
I apologize.
I think there's a lot of land, so we can keep some of it like for Kothar.
Yeah, we got a nice stable for Kothar. Memorial to old
Yeah,
Shear.
do we know how big the property was?
I don't
Um,
remember.
It was like more
Just have
than an acre.
1/7 of a deed.
I think I had said no. It might have been. It was definitely more than an acre. I think they gave you like 10 acres.
Oh, then yeah, that's lots of room.
Yeah.
You got a decent size. I know that.
I mean, even an acre you can fit quite a bit on. But
Yeah.
We could do a hell of a lot with 10 acres.
yeah,
You will have a forge and possibly a ranch.
Hell yeah, yeah, we can have fucking chickens.
Ooh, and maybe like we can go back to New D'Anjou and get Kothar a mate, and then start
Holy
raising
shit.
ankylosaurs.
Holy
That
shit.
sounds
You're not here.
That would be incredible.
all right. Sorry.
I think
I mean,
I think
it
maybe
would have
we
been
have to do that.
it would have been great if one of us would have known the teleporting thing back when we were in Nianzuru, Bruce. Because that's
Oh,
going to be a
shit.
long way to go back
Maybe-
again.
Maybe Silver Spell was like, hey, we've got something that can just get you right over there.
Or what if we how do you get those circles?
I mean, you just kind of got to know the sequence for it.
Can someone like draw it out for you and you get Cobalt Caravan? Hey, can I get a fucking mail me the sequence?
Uh,
You
Probably.
could probably send your benefactor. It's like, hey, if I want to come back to New D'Anjou and fight in the arena for you, I need a teleportation sequence.
Oh, I should keep dangling that over his head. That's true.
I mean, and barring that, maybe the druids might have one. I don't know.
Also, kind of unrelated question, Ed. How like tied to this guy are you? You know, in New Nianzuru? Like, if someone tried to poach you from him, are you going to be like, oh, I don't know?
Oh no, I mean he seems fine,
Yeah.
but no, I fought in that arena just to win.
Oh, gotcha. No, just checking. But yeah, Silver Spell can probably either draw it for us, or we can do the thing with Ed.
I mean, he
Can't
may
be.
not even have it. We could ask him if he knows someone else who would, and then we could, I don't know,
Yeah.
buy it. I don't know how it works.
All right. Well, I will tip my cap and start making my way out because I am going to spend my cash.
And that
Oh, wait, how do you make another circle, Aaron?
You have to. I'm assuming since I have the spell, I know how it works still, or do I need to make it roll?
For which spell for teleportation?
Yeah, like the part about how you make it permanent.
Yeah, you would know that you
Okay.
could make it permanent.
Yeah, so you gotta cast it in the same place every day for a year.
Oh, that's 1,800 gold. Over.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think I could get away with doing it at half that price. because I could like make one of the materials each day. But I don't know.
And you'd have
That's
to dedicate
still
yourself for a
a
whole
lot.
year too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it might be more worth paying someone else to do it at that point because that's a big time commitment. I mean, I guess even if we were away, I could like you know teleport to Austin, go there, cast the spell to teleport back to somewhere near where we are, but we're not always going to be near one. So that only works like if we're in San Francisco or Glacier Break.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, let's go look at the property and get an idea so we can know what to tell the people Ed wants to hire.
yeah. Okay. As you guys gather up together, grab Kothar from Hunter's storage along with your cart and go to head out towards your property. A little kobold would come by and or I'm sorry, did I miss something? Wait, Bruce, you're still with them, right?
I was gonna head out
Yeah, he
to
tipped his hat.
somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Wow, I my brain is all over the place tonight. I apologize for that. Okay, so yeah, so you guys gather all your stuff and start heading in that direction. Bruce, shortly after you tip your hat and walk out, a little kobold with a mailbag would walk up to you and hand you a very fancy-looking letter with an ornate wax seal.
Thank you, Mr. Mr. What's your name?
Crunk.
Oh, Crunk. I'll give him a gold.
He like bites it, sees that it's real, tucks it in his pocket, nods, and then scurries off.
I will dip around and open the envelope.
Alrighty. Here's what it says. I sent it to you in DM.
Oh, hell yeah.
Also, because I don't think you've done that yet, so I just wanted to.
Oh, yeah. I gotta finish that, but when we have downtime, I'll do that.
Yep. Okay. So you guys were going to the property first or Gunderson?
I think because we don't know what we want specifically, I think we're going to go to Gunderson and talk about figuring out what we want.
Thought we were going to the property to see so we could look. I guess we could have.
We've already gone to look at the property before.
Yeah, you guys did. That's where you met him. That's where Gunderson offered his services in terms of helping you find carpenters and the like. It was basically like a plot of about 10 acres. It was mostly flat with a little bit of hillage and some trees. And do you remember there being like there were like post markers, but not like a proper fence around it.
Okay, yeah, then we can go into Gunderson. Makes sense. I forgot about us going to it before. Sorry.
Not yet. Sorry. All right. Imagine since Gunderson South is closer to where your property is, I'll say you go to Gunderson South. You head on down, slowly meandering your way through the city, until eventually you arrive there, and you'd see what looks to be like a decent number of the local military. They seem to be buying a large number of horses and wagons, and they there's like a cavalry captain talking with Gunderson out in like the front yard.
Our military's big spending.
Well, military industrial complex is the largest thing.
The what?
Oh, they say war never changes, but let me tell you, war definitely ends up changing.
But after a few minutes, it seems like he wraps things up and he'll head on over to you guys. And well, howdy! It's good to see you all again. Oh, well, what can I do for you?
Well, we want to start getting to work on that property.
Yeah, figured we'd take you up on that offer you had made.
All right. So do you have a general idea of what you want? Are you looking more for? I'm assuming you're going to want like an architect of sorts first.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right.
We also have some future ideas to be added on as well. Something called indoor plumbing.
So if you have an architect that's like kind of open-minded about the design, I have some ideas to run by him.
Well, okay. I've got I've got two recommendations for architects. If you're looking for more standard traditional architecture, there's a Jebediah Craw. He is back a ways in the city proper, not too far away from the Church of the Reckoning. I'd say about 2 blocks down. You'll see this one house. It's about the picture of traditional. You wouldn't be able to miss it. Well taken care of. But if you're looking for something more laissez-faire, there's an elf by the name of Reese. He's also in the city. I want to say where did he last lay his head? He's worked on a number of projects. He's in the sort of that richer financial district around where the president's building is. You know, his manor proper. It's around over there. This guy Reese, he very creative. As for carpenters, for once you move on to the next step, and masons, there's a carpentry mason duo called the Dilbert Brothers. You can find them over by the Marshalls. However, if you're looking for, I don't know why, but I guess less traditional masonry and carpentry, there's a duo of halflings. I do not know if they're brothers. They're usually around the train station.
Okay, we got some pros.
All right. You know anyone that does more large-scale metal work than a normal weaponsmithy?
Large-scale metalwork.
Yeah, like pipes.
Pipes. He's like really thinking about this one here.
I mean, pipes exist, even though indoor plumbing doesn't.
Right. He's just trying to think off the top of his
Indoor
head.
plumbing's been around since the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
There's a dwarf by the name of Hamrit Ingot. He's he makes pipes, but mainly he's just been making rail spikes and bits of metal for the for the railroads. probably get him to make some big pipes for you though, if that's what you need.
Does he?
Alright.
Does he seem like he'd be excited by an ambitious project?
Well, considering he's been doing the same thing for the last give or take 5 years, probably.
Well, all right.
Trying to think what else. I imagine you'd probably want to leave the decorating to yourselves. There's a couple of different furniture stores you can go to. Most of them are family owned. You could find them in the main sort of central area of the city. I don't have any personal recommendations on that, considering I'll let my wife handle it.
Do you know anyone who could potentially assist with a dinosaur stable?
Well, we're no strangers to exotic mounts. We are the ones who, in fact, built the stables for the hunters at their building there. So I can get one of my boys on it for you.
Okay.
And your stables at the Hunters are able to keep a Thunderbird.
They're able to keep a lot of things, although it's with a little bit of help from the college, admittedly. A couple of enchantments for self-cleaning and the like makes the job easier.
Permanent prestidigitation. My God.
Yeah, or like every 8 hours, it's proc to go off to clean up any Thunderbird turds on the floor. But yeah, unless there's anything else that you could think of, I could give you some more recommendations. I mean, that about covers a lot of the essentials for building a homestead, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah. That'll. I mean, yeah. Later, we'll talk about like hiring groundskeeper or something because we ain't gonna be in town all the time.
Yeah, we could probably rent
Well,
it
I mean, at
out
that
for
point,
like
you need someone
visitors.
to.
Do a
Well, you gotta be careful with that.
God forbid.
I was thinking about a groundskeeper, but some of the farms around here usually have some excess hands that you could pick up. I imagine if you offer them room and board, they'll take care of the property when you're away.
Yeah, that probably sounds right.
that makes sense.
Unless you're looking to get
Wouldn't-
into farming yourselves. That is one of the few areas that I do not have any expertise in.
Oh, we could find someone. All right. I mean, that'll be more than we can do today.
Yeah, we can go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good start.
Go talk to Reese, Mr. Reese, Mrs. Reese, Mr. Reese.
As Mr. Reese.
I see.
Is
All right. Well,
not
thank
how I
you for
spelled
your
it.
help.
Fixed. Yeah, I'll I don't know what you pay for something like this. I'll give him a platinum.
Platinum, okay. He graciously accepts and he like tips his hat to you and heads back over to seemingly square away the last little eyes, dotted I's and crossed T's that need to be done with the military and their wagons and their horses.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
Right.
Yeah, where to next?
Oh, so the architect's up near El Presidente. Uh,
Dilbert Bros. You said El Presidente?
Yeah, he
yes.
said that. Yeah, he
The
said he was up in that rich
non-traditional-
part of town.
Yeah, the non-traditional architect would be in the rich part of town, and that would be Reese.
All right, let's hit up whoever's closest.
Think?
It's like up
I mean,
here.
we should probably see the architect first.
Yeah, so the architect would be up here. The non-traditional carpentry and masonry, the halfling duo, would be around here at the train station. The traditional architect is over here, which I said was what was it, Jebediah Craw, and then Dilbert Brothers would be in and around over here, and the smithy would also be in and around near the train station. Mr. Hemrit Ingot. Bless you.
Yeah, that was sneeze. Thank you.
Okay.
That was me holding it in.
I think that was everybody. And then he said just in the central part of the city you could find furniture makers for furnishing. You heading up to the architect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
probably
probably
the best
who
one
we
to go.
should see first.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you.
But
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, right. You had separated from the group, right? You had went back to the college.
I went to go find Miss Silverspell.
And Bruce, you were going to meet them at Gunderson's, or were you going somewhere else?
Yeah, I just wanted to buy like spell scrolls to copy later. So I don't know if you. I mean, we don't have to like do anything. I can just tell you which ones I'd like to get.
Okay, yeah. We could do that. I'll just say you know that the college would be your best bet with that, so you probably would have met Jarvis there.
Okay, yeah.
And Jarvis, just for your thing, real quick. So you head back over to the college. And what was it specifically that you were looking to pursue in this instance here?
I was gonna ask him similar questions I asked before from Bruce, but he didn't know as much. So I was gonna ask the next person up essentially, which would be Silverspell.
So you come into the main classroom, and actually it's right around when he's finishing his lesson. And shortly after all of them get dismissed, you watch as most of them just kind of bamf themselves out of the room to wherever they're going to next, with Silverspell going, "Don't be late to your potions classes!" And he'll sort of like spin around and, man, that was stressful. And then he just sees you, and he's like, "Oh, hello,
I'm
Limsmith,
waving at him
right?
with my new arm, actually.
Oh, with your new arm, okay. Limsmith, right? That was the name,
Yeah, Jarvis.
right? Jarvis. So, you here for lessons, or?
Just to pick your brain about certain topics and get your thoughts and some education.
Okay, all right. What are we talking about here?
First of all, how familiar are you with the subject of dunamancy?
He kind of like takes a little bit of a more serious looking stance and face, and he slowly looks around the room. Okay.
Where did you hear that name?
And what do you know about it?
Well, I know it's not really a school of magic, but more of an area of magic. Like, you know how there's like fire spells and charming spells, but there's no exact school in them. But dunamancy has more so to do with, to what I can recall, about affecting physical reality.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm only asking because I acquired some blueprints on a hammer, and I wish to make use of it, and I'm missing some gaps in that my knowledge to complete it.
Okay. Well, look, Dunamancy is a topic that is not usually frequently discussed, only amongst the higher academics here. And more of it is in theory than it is in actual practice.
Does it help if it only involves manipulation of gravitational force rather than what I'm assuming you're getting at is probability manipulation?
Okay. Graviturgical.
Yeah, it's a gravity hammer.
I know a great many of spells. But surprisingly, there are some things that I don't know. Those are one of the few things I don't know.
All right.
And our libraries don't quite possess a lot of information on it. Maybe there's something I can do for you. Hold on. And he pulls out his massive spell book, opens it, starts flying through the pages until eventually he gets to one specific page. And you watch him move his hands to cast a spell, and you watch as a little like tear in reality opens up, and he reaches
Yep.
inside, and he pulls out a book, very
Fuck.
old leather-bound tome. You don't happen to read Celestial, do you?
I believe I do.
Yeah,
Yes, I
You're
do.
one of the few of us that do.
Okay, well then that'll make it easier for you. Here, take this on loan. I want it back. This might have some of the information that you're looking for.
Thanks.
Just promise me one thing. You're not gonna use this for ill purposes, right?
That is not my original intention. My intention was to better understand the potential item I'm working with. I'm not really into what I know is to be probability manipulation. I'm more, if anything, the physical manipulation of reality would be more intriguing, such as the gravity and teleporting.
No. I think you completely misunderstood me. What I'm asking is that you said it's for a hammer. It's for a weapon, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And if you figure out how to develop this thing, you're not gonna I don't know, sell it to the Confederacy.
Hell no. This is for me.
Okay. All right. And I have your word on that, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. That's legally binding, by the way.
What?
I owe you a soul now.
No,
Did you hear that, Patterson? Write that down.
I'm not a fae. I'm not a fae.
Who
He's,
know
No.
of?
he's definitely a fae.
He is, yeah.
He's actually an archfey this entire time. All right, no, good. That's all I need to know. Good
Okay.
luck in your research. I'm sorry I couldn't have been of more help.
No, if it's such a literal foreign topic, then as much as you can do is already helpful.
You know, and honestly, it's more difficult here than anywhere else. I mean, where I'm from originally, it's very, very rarely talked about, only in small circles. Like, yeah,
Good?
No, I was just laughing because I was thinking about having him say something, and I don't think I'm gonna have him say that.
Okay.
Nah, fuck it. I'll have him say it. Cause why not? Cause I'm a shitter. Yeah, back when I used to be an archivist for the Cobalt Soul,
Okay. Still don't know what that is.
bunch of guys collecting knowledge, interesting stuff. But it was just this thing that was like whispered about.
Alright.
But yeah, good luck. I got another class to teach in like 15 minutes, and I want to get a sandwich.
Then just one more thing, if I may ask.
Sure, but you're ticking away at sandwich time.
Gem dragons. Do you know if there was reside here or have any influence on this plane?
That's a hard one. Dragons in general, there haven't been a
Much, I know.
significant number of them that came over after the reckoning. And ever since what some of the folks from Faerun call the chromatic curse, those ones have been less in number. Gem, there may have been rumors of one out east.
East on this continent or another?
East on this continent.
Okay.
Admittedly, though, there's also been some talk of dragons in Europe, but I don't know if they're of the gem variety.
Alright.
The
We'll
tea.
keep an ear out. If you come across anything that is, I don't know, an item that is associated with the gem dragon, like a literal gem up from a gem dragon, let me know.
Sure. I mean, if we get something like that, but I don't think I'd be able to give it away. That in itself already sounds like a rarity that's going right in the vault.
Alright. Mainly because I'm trying to equal out this arm as I give him a flex.
He like looks at it, adjusts his glasses, his eyes go really wide, and then he just goes, "Well, okay. Yeah, good luck with that."
Alright.
And then he just bamfs out of there.
Alright. I had that information, and I will attempt to walk and read.
Okay.
And I try to regroup with the others.
Alrighty. Last you'd heard, they were heading to Gunderson's. But as the rest of you head up to the north, making your way. Oh my god!
My God, Beck.
As you make your way to that sort of like richer financial-esque district, as you're walking among, and you've taken the path to the president's manor a number of times, but for whatever reason you start sort of just roaming the other side streets, and eventually you come upon what can only be described as like a plot set aside for a decent sized house, and instead you just see a massive mushroom with a little set of wooden stairs that leads up to a wooden door about 5 feet off the ground. And like this mushroom is big. Like it's, I would say that at its base, it's roughly like, I want to say like 50 foot diameter.
Talking Dark Elf of Morrowind big.
Yeah. Picture like a Telvanni mushroom house.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a big fucking mushroom.
Jesus.
And like the cap on it exudes outwards towards like the two houses to its left and its right, almost kind of like shading the edges of their roofs.
Oh, that's quite the building.
Ain't no HOAs here.
That's
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
This
So
is
we want this guy playing in our house. All right.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, sure.
alrighty. So do you go knock on his door?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
knocking on
go
that
knock.
shit.
Alright, you go knock on the door, and you hear from some distance beyond it. Oh no! I'll be there in a minute.
Oh no.
Fuck.
And you hear like the tuk, 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 until they come up and unlock the door, and you'd see standing before you an older elven gentleman, seemingly wearing like a powdered wig and one of those like very big like puffy like pirate shirts, but like opened, so like you could see like the chest hair and almost like his nips, and he just kind of like has these very tight leather pants and very high, almost up to the knees, brown leather boots.
Good
He's
grief.
just like, "Oh, guest! Well, whatever could I do for you?"
Are you Reese, the elven architect?
Yes! Are you looking to have a building designed, or perhaps a statue?
I mean, maybe
Building.
eventually a statue, but a building.
I mean, you would cut a nice figure.
Yeah, I mean, Walter, you are pretty heroic. Maybe we should talk about a statue as well
Yeah, we'll
later
leave that
on.
on the
Well,
table.
a statue of the group when the whole thing's finished.
Hmm.
But not yet. The building needs to be built first.
Well, we can have a statue of the old you.
Mmm. There's an idea.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, if you're here for business, come in, come in.
All right.
And he would like, he would turn to all the rest of you, and he's just like, "These are my inside boots, but we kind of usually do like a no shoes thing. So if you could just take yours off and leave them over there on
Oh,
the
like in
mat,
Canada.
I'd really
Mhm.
appreciate it." Sure, yes, like in Canada.
what's Canada? No, I'm playing.
I don't think I've ever been.
I used to live a few miles south of the border.
Ah, I hear it's very cold.
I mean, that's usually what happens when you go north.
Not for me. And you would see just shortly beyond like the sort of like entryway, there's this big, it's like very like open floor with like stairs over to the right hand side that lead up to additional floors. However, like the big open main room, it's like a square, and it seems to extend beyond the capabilities of the actual mushroom itself. And there's a bunch of to like the left hand wall and like the back wall are all glass, and you just see like this really beautiful beyond the glass like beach stretching out with like clear almost clear like that what's the like that greenish like ocean color. God, why
Oh,
can't I
sea-
words
sea green?
tonight? Yeah, like a sea green, yeah, like a cyan, yeah. Sorry, brain. And you see like palm trees and stuff, and just like this long stretch of beach. And he seems to have like what seems to be like a little like kitchenette over in like the back right, sort of like underneath where the stairs are. And the living room is like very, very open. There's like, there's like a couch of sorts, but then there's also like a desk too, more in the middle. around normally where someone put like an entertainment center for like a TV in a more modern house. And he's got this big desk with a bunch of papers on it and like a little lantern that hangs down, emanating this little blue light, and a bunch of quills and what look like rulers and such. And he's like, "Well, welcome, welcome. So, building, right?"
Yes.
Building.
Yeah, definitely building.
Okay. And how much property are we working with?
10 acres.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it sounds like we have a lot of
I don't think
room.
we'll fill the whole thing, but 10 acres is.
Yeah, I want a
maximum.
fucking castle.
I mean, if you wanted one, I could design one for you.
That does sound a little pricey.
Oh, it would be very expensive,
Yeah, I
of
don't think we
course.
could afford a castle.
The stone alone.
Yeah, Walter. Yeah.
We could do many favors.
But so, what are we thinking? Is the property nearby?
Oh yeah, maybe we should show you.
Yeah, it's about X miles that way.
Yeah, it's a little south of the city.
Oh, I'm familiar with the area. Okay, so I have a sort of picture in mind. And are we looking for something more traditional here? Are we building a ranch? Are we trying to build more of like a manse or manor?
Wow.
Well, we have kind of a eclectic group, so to speak. So whatever we go with as far as the style in that way, it's also gonna probably need to have some what would be the word? Like facilities for different things. Like my friend here is quite the smith, so he would probably want a smithy built into it somewhere.
Yep.
For example. Um,
Yeah, shit like that in a gym / tattoo studio.
yeah, like a music room, so a bunch of kind of stuff like that.
Yeah,
We
I guess
probably
a
should have had everyone
manor
tell us what
mixed
they
with a
wanted.
ranch. Because we want space for our dinosaur. Well, Ed's dinosaur. But...
Oh, okay. So we want stables, we want a smithy, sort of a ranch kind of plan for the main house. Okay.
Yeah, and I have this wild idea to tell you about indoor plumbing.
Indoor plumbing.
Instead of an outhouse, we're thinking an in-house. And then I'll also explain how the septic tank thing works again.
I'm still wrapping my head around that.
I see. Well, I could probably draw up some sort of plan for the general concept of how you would want that to work and sort of overlay the house on top of that and situate it around where you would want the privy to be. Okay. Well, so you said smithy, privy, indoor plumbing, ranch style house, stables, anything else? Workshops, maybe a barn. Are you looking to farm?
Maybe not.
I don't think so. That's a bit
but
ambitious.
We'd like the opportunity to I don't know, breed ankylosaurs.
Some open space for grazing, and then maybe, I don't know, keep some if we want to make a garden later. I don't know.
True. Stable. What do you think? Like, would Bruce want like a library, or what would be Bruce's thing? We probably should have asked everyone before we.
God damn it!
Well,
Where's Jarvis at this time?
we could just do more.
I mean, we got
And
a
Bruce.
workshop for Jarvis, That's what I have so far. I don't know what.
Well, everyone
know
should
what
get a
Bruce's
room, and
thing is.
they can pimp out their room however they want.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
mean, you don't want your bedroom to be the gym because what if other people want to use the gym? You
Yeah,
know what I
I
mean?
think everyone gets
You kind of
2
want it as a
rooms
separate thing.
to customize.
Is Ben gonna
Yeah,
pull a grog and sleep in a sand pit?
I have demonstrated that I can sleep anywhere.
So I would say shortly after your arrival there, and like this guy talking to you, and you all trying to like figure stuff out. There'd be another knock on the door, and he'd, "Oh, coming!" And at this point, Jarvis, as you were reading and walking out, Bruce would have caught up with you. You guys would have went to Gunderson's. He would have said they're probably going to the architect, possibly the elf. You took a gamble, made it here, and sure enough, you see everybody else in the big, like, open living room.
Well, that's very
Uh,
convenient.
Jarvis's head is buried in the book.
Leave me alone. But both of you, yeah, and then he's just like, "Oh, friends of yours," as he looks back towards the rest of you.
As Jarvis
Yeah,
is
this is
mouthing
more
the
of that
celestial
eclectic
words.
group.
Oh, all right. Well, come in, come in. We were just beginning to discuss the initial plans for the house.
And without even realizing, Jarvis starts speaking celestial. What's going on?
He
You
would
might
say
want to speak
back
the
in
language we can speak.
Celestial.
Oh, he's
Uh,
celestial.
Yeah, he would say back in Celestial. Oh, don't worry. We're just planning the house.
Oh, alchemy lab and reinforced workshop.
Are you still saying this in
Ooh.
Celestial?
Yes.
Interesting.
Don't you know it's rude to talk when other people can't understand us?
What are you talking
Are
about?
you saying that in Celestial too?
Marcus also speaks Celestial.
Oh, shit ass.
What are you talking about, Marcus?
They can't understand us.
What do you mean? Oh shit! He switches back to common. Sorry, my head was buried in the book.
Oh, now that your head's out of the book, please do take off your shoes before you enter.
I imagine Jarvis is already like tracked muck into his house.
I've been I'll prestidigitate it.
Oh, thank you. So kind.
Broom and the sweeper.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Well, I was trying to go for more of a dear Subaru. No, but he'll get all of you together and sort of like have you guys like sit on the big couch. It's not L-shaped, unfortunately. It's just very long. Longer than normal. It's like he kind of like tied 2 of them together.
Why is it so cushy?
Are you enjoying the furniture? I hope so. All right. Well, anything else? And then he'll look over at Bruce. Did you want any additions?
Nah, I'm a pretty simple guy. I think just a room is nice.
You don't want a library?
I could probably put up a bookshelf. In my room.
Drugged in.
I think he's some kind of fucking
My
nerd.
drink.
Well, that's what the backyard's for. We're in the middle of nowhere. No one's gonna judge. I'm trying to think. Do you think it would be a waste to like have a spot for a teleportation circle?
Oh,
That
we
dumb?
gotta have our own circle.
I mean, we talked about that, but it does take quite a while
It
to
takes
make
a
one
year
permanent.
and it costs 1,800 gold.
I mean,
That
like I
It's
said, we
quite
could.
costly, but is useful.
We got time,
Yeah, we
though.
could pay someone to do it instead of us having to do the casting.
Yeah,
You
that would probably be
could.
20,000 then.
The college
Yeah.
might offer those services.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
We gotta. I mean, we should do that, I reckon. But we also got a year before it even gets built, and then they gotta set that shit up. So we don't need to.
I mean, that's true. Well, I mean, no, I mean, if the floor is if that room is built first, it could be being worked. The circle could be being worked on while the building was also being worked on. It doesn't necessarily have to be after.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me just include that in the sketch for now, so that you have an idea, a room perhaps.
An atrium? Atrium? A foyer? With
A,
Or
f-
courtyard.
a
You want
foyer.
to-
Oh yeah, if it's outside, that means we could teleport with Kothar and stuff.
Yeah.
Could do. So then maybe instead of a ranch, more of like a villa?
Yeah, with a gazebo,
Oh, like a
but
Spanish villa, yeah.
a gazebo.
Holy shit. we're
Yeah,
teleporting into the
something more from
gazebo.
down south. Should
That's where we
fit.
are.
With the dread gazebo.
Not the dread gazebo. You want a gazebo? Are you sure?
What's wrong?
It's very dangerous.
They
No,
are
it
so
doesn't care that you
close.
shot it. It's a gazebo.
You have angered the gazebo.
Well,
It's too late. You can get the
now that it seems like we have a sort of general idea of what you want, I can begin sketching. However, there is the matter of my fee.
hmm
Yeah, how much we talking here?
Well, for initial sketches, just a simple 50 gold. However, depending on how large the project turns out, for the finalized sketch to give over to the carpenters and masons, well, we'll get to that when we get to that.
So starting at 50?
Yes.
I'll cover that. Oh, one thing that I need is I don't know if this will mess with the plans, but hall doors.
I
What?
will make sure to adjust for your height. That
Thank you.
should be no problem.
Because that ain't no way to live in your own home.
Yes.
We need to get a lot of copper wire too. For when we're building the
don't
wall when the walls are going up.
Copper wire.
Right, we want electricity.
No, that's a bit beyond what I think I can explain enough of.
I mean, everyone knows what electricity is at this point. It's just it's not
Yeah, but like
everywhere.
the stuff you would do with it is different than just knowing about it.
Well, when you mention
No,
the
but
copper
we're gonna
wire, Reese would just say, if you want your own personal telegraph, I think that's something you would have to discuss with the president.
No. It'd be like an just inside the house, like Jarvis. Magic mouth, long wires, send things between rooms.
Oh, that's doable.
Intercom system. Kind of. Only goes to one other room.
It'll be a fun little project, but yeah.
But do any of you pay the man?
I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Ed-
Ed said he'd cover it.
I'm
Okay.
covering it.
Alright, sorry, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So I'll say you pay him and he gets to sketching and he will say to you guys like just before he starts, you're welcome to wait if you want. Or if there's other matters you need to take care of. It's up to you.
Oh, how long is this going to take you?
Oh, for the initial sketches, a couple of hours.
Also,
Okay,
how much is-
yeah.
Quick
Um,
question:
how much
Could
is-
we pay you to plant one of those mushrooms?
Oh, one of these.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Well, that's a lie. I know where I got it from. I just don't know if there are any more.
Shit. Well, where'd you
how
get it
much
from?
is the-
A number of years ago, I had traversed up far to the northwest to visit Port Nyanzaru. Well, New Nyanzaru, as they like to call it now. And along my journeys, I stumbled deep into the jungle one day and encountered the strangest mushroom. Well, I picked it and put it in a pot, and returned with it and planted it here. But I don't remember seeing any others.
Noted.
Yeah, we just go back there and get lucky.
Perhaps.
How much of the book has Jarvis gone through, by the way?
You've gone through a good like quarter of it. So I'll say for this, before you decide what you guys are gonna do while he does the sketch, let's take a quick little dinner.
Planner.
Alright.
Well, I mean, you're free to discuss it during the tenor, but you know that's up to y'all. BRB.
Okay. What else needs to be done?
Oh man.
Because I think I know what's next on our to-do list before we settle down for a bit to build shit.
Well, we have to go to San Francisco to deal with the hags.
Yeah, that's the next thing we have to do. So is there anything else that needs to be done before that?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
I mean, we're probably going to need to talk to the actual contractors or whatever before we leave. That way they can get started on it. I mean, because this is just getting the plans drawn up.
That shouldn't take long.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we should do that before we leave in case, you know, things tend to take longer than we think they should when we go places.
Mm.
We do like to run into complications.
Speaking of complications, do we have everything we need for the hag?
Well, we got the portal device to make a rock.
Right.
We could probably buy potions because that's something we didn't do in Groban. We probably could prepare in case there's a fight.
Yeah, Bruce, you think the college sells like spell scrolls instead of just the stuff to make them?
Yeah, Bruce just bought spell scrolls
Oh, okay, I thought you bought
from there.
stuff to make spell scrolls.
No.
Okay, then I'll probably do that as well.
So actually, here's an interesting question for Ari.
Yeah, what's up?
With the hag coming up, how do you feel about it?
I think the best way to put it is conflicted.
Do you think they'll actually do anything?
Honestly, I kind of doubt it. But, who knows?
Wish you no longer have that weird effigy? Is that what it's called?
What'd you say?
An effigy is what was on you that the witch could have used. The hag could have used.
We haven't had
Oh,
that.
the rock?
Yeah, we destroyed that. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, after what I think Patterson told us what it was. Either Patterson or Master Silverspell when we came
Yeah, we
over here to
dealt
figure
with
it out.
it was Patterson.
Yeah.
Stupid Patterson.
Patterson's alright.
Patterson and his stupid face. And his stupid name.
I'm curious what this book is going to tell me.
Probably that you can't balance out the chaos of aberrations with the dragon.
No, that's not what's in the book.
Well, there is one dragon that it would work with.
No.
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 Null would balance it out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that would work.
Then what would you suggest? Actually, this is a general question for everyone. Should I attempt to remove the aberration part, or find a way to balance it out, or live with my misdoings?
I would say I feel like you shouldn't have ever put it in, but I don't think it's a good idea to take it out at this
Yeah,
point.
it's too late to take it out at this point.
Okay.
That can of worms is already opened.
Yeah, you can't put the fart back in the anus.
I mean, you could.
You really can't, and you
I mean,
probably
like-
shouldn't.
You could take like a hose or something like that, like one of those.
It's not going to be comfortable.
The turkey basters, and like, yeah,
Yeah, give yourself a fart enema.
yeah, basically,
No, thank you.
basically.
Walter, I do need to speak with you before we head off to San Francisco, though.
Sure.
No,
Ooh.
just whenever.
What 3D builder is this?
Tailspire. I'm making.
Ooh.
Uh,
Making our
Is
house.
that- is that
possible
Troll
design
Skull?
for the- No, this is a possible design for the house.
I will. Yeah. Jarvis, would you
Yes.
be when we get to designing the, individual stuff? How would you feel about um me having just a small area in your workshop for trying to figure out some of the future stuff if I can make anything work?
No issues.
Just like a small area to the side.
Like I said, I have no issues. I, in fact, would encourage it.
All right,
Oh
cool.
shit, we forgot a very important part.
What?
A bar.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
we need a
We'll have a common
Like, part of the
area.
kitchen.
And
we'll have a wet and dry bar.
we'll get a full-time bartender.
No.
We just need
Yeah.
to
no,
permanently animate an object.
Or invisible servant or whatever the fuck. Unseen servant.
oh, we gotta
Perfect,
get
yeah.
scene. We gotta get
Cards and-
scene servant.
Yeah, I like
Scene
Bruce's
servant.
scene servant so
we
much
figured
better.
servant.
Bruce's
Oh.
scene servant.
There's
Yeah.
guards and
Yeah,
wards.
so
what
first
do
we
you
gotta find the
want?
spell permanency.
Yo, get your
Permanent
stupid
scene
cocktail
servant.
ready, I guess.
Dylan,
Oh, God.
Whatever.
did I hear you
Yeah.
laughing earlier from what I sent you?
Yeah.
It's- Rock and
Guards-
roll McDonald's.
Is guards and wards allow you to get spectral servants or no?
I have no idea.
No, I don't think so. I think the only spectral servants you can get is Magnificent Mansion, Unseen Servants, and does the one that summons a temple around you give you
One of them
servants?
does.
Either the one that summons the temple or the one that summons the castle around you. One of those two, I think, give you servants.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it reminds me of a magical item that I'm gonna have to try to recreate at some point.
Although if we wait, is cards and can you make cards and wards permanent by casting it a bunch of times?
Yes.
You can, yeah. That
think
is
it's under
not
the
an
same
awful
rules.
idea.
I think it's under the same rules as the teleportation circle. Well,
Yeah, it's a year. It is cheaper though because the component is not consumed. And it is both a bard and a wizard spell.
Oh, I
Only
rolled
thing
the
is-
grave mind.
Bruce doesn't have over 5th level spells, so I don't know if that would.
This is true. Clearly, you just have to get the enough spell scrolls to cast it every day for a year.
And that's if you don't fuck up.
It's true.
Because if it's above your highest spell slot, you can't do it.
I will
without
claim Grave
fucking
Mind.
up potentially.
The grave mine in his pussy.
No, please no.
I
Oh, you claimed him.
did.
Oh, I forgot to show you. The other day I managed to grab another of the whatchamajiggets.
Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, I have one of the AI.
Oh yes, please send them my way.
Versus red.
Gamma.
You got Gamma?
Yeah.
Nice. Gamma was, I think, the kid of the AIs in Red vs. Blue.
No, it was Theta.
Yeah,
Was
that
it
was
Theta?
Theta. Yeah.
Down. Oh yeah, Gamma. I remember Gamma.
Gamma was like the logical one.
Yes. Thank you.
No, that was Delta.
Gamma.
Wasn't Gamma logical too?
I'd have to. Oh no, Gamma was the one that sounded like Stephen Hawking, right?
It's been a while. I need to rewatch Red versus Blue.
Yes.
Gamma was.
Sheila.
Oh, Gamma was with Wyoming. Okay.
Yes.
Isn't Red vs. Blue on Netflix?
It was. I don't think it is anymore.
Not anymore now.
I still find it to be a little weird.
And it won't be because Red vs. Blue now is owned by Warner Brothers.
You ever wonder why? You ever wonder why we're here?
I do. I really do.
In this canyon?
It's with Light Street Mysteries, isn't it?
Oh, Mighty GM.
Yep.
What have I learned from the book?
Mm.
That you've made a horrible mistake.
That
good.
Mark would take a couple hours
This
to
is the,
read.
this is the Dunamancy book.
So as you've gone through it, you've learned the spell does in fact exist within so the spell, well, the book, sorry. The book is actually a book, strangely enough, about mostly celestial law.
Huh?
However, you get to a point about like a third of the way, close to halfway through, where there are references to a spell, and its description sounds a lot like the sort of magic that you're looking for.
Okay.
And the spell is called Astral Exorcism. And seemingly what it does is for those that have committed the highest of crimes, treason, and broken celestial law, they get hit with this and they fall.
That's what Sariel was hit with,
Really?
potentially.
And that is just from what I read so far.
Yeah.
Jarvis will take note of that, but not exactly what he's looking for.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is what it says. I missaid that.
Oh.
It's not called Astral Exorcism. It's called
Yeah, 'cause let's say astral exorcism seems like to be removing evil spirits and shit.
which translates to Star of Destruction.
Oh. Astari. Okay. It's a high level spell, too. Wait. Star of Destruction.
You just make a black hole.
No, that's a different name.
Star of Ruin.
Okay. You just make a supernova.
Dark Star. Does that sound about right?
Well, if you're talking above game,
Yes.
probably.
Okay. Again, that's cool, nice to know, but not exactly what Jarvis is looking for. For the hammer, specifically.
Well, one of the things that the hammer is supposed to do is knock people down. And this is a Dunamancy Graviturgy spell that
They get knocked down.
Does a lot of yeah, but
could
that's
knock
you
more
down.
of that's more of like setting up a black hole. Well, no, it's Ravenous Void. I was just looking for something more so like magnified gravity or gravity sinkhole. But Jarvis will continue to read.
But yeah, so I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. So, are you guys gonna stick around and wait for him to make the thing, or are you heading anywhere else?
Would it be worth talking to someone else while we wait, or maybe we should have the plans first?
I mean, the carpenters, we probably want the plans. I mean, if we're just gonna talk to, 1 second.
What about that metal worker?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna just talk to Mr. Ingot, we don't know how much pipe we need, but we could see if he's even interested in doing that kind of a job.
Yeah.
I mean, because those would have to be the pipes would have to be buried before, like the foundation and floors and stuff are put down.
Yeah, I think the idea is fine.
I would. So where is Reese? Just like in this room doing the drawing, or did they go somewhere
No,
else?
he is right there in the room, sitting at that desk, drawing up a storm.
And we're just awkwardly sitting there.
Excuse me, Mr. Reese.
Yes.
I know you're working on the drawing. Would you perchance be able to give just like a rough idea of the distance from the privy to where you're picturing the drain field going?
Damn. How far away from the house are you supposed to put a leach field?
I mean, it's not that far from the house. It's just how far the privy is from the outer wall of the house. Like the septic tank. Most of them around here that have them are like maybe 10 or 15 feet at the shortest off of the house.
Well, the privy
You have a fairly
room,
big mound.
I could have it in a corner or along the outer wall, so to speak, instead of as a more interior room if it works for your indoor plumbing better.
I mean, either probably works. Central probably be more convenient, but
Can we have multiple?
I could
Well-
put more than one.
2-bath.
yeah, I mean,
Or 3-bath.
logistically you can as long as it works with the design. But like the logistics of it works with uh, any number. You just need a bigger drain field.
You wanted a full. Sorry, did you want a single or a 2-story?
We'll do 2 stories. Why not?
Maybe a third?
Well, I don't know how your plumbing would work for higher floors.
I mean, you got that room between floors. You just have to put it between the. 1860s construction.
I mean, we could get a decanter of endless water.
Yeah, I mean, well, what
and
you do
put
is you
that
have
on
like
the top
a
floor
cistern.
for water pressure.
Yeah, I mean, you keep cisterns on the roof without a magic item, and you use the water tanks. It's we're not in the desert. Is Austin desert?
No, shouldn't be.
I know parts of Texas are, but I have no idea what parts of Texas are what.
Let me look at a Googadoo.
What does
Yeah, I mean, the
Google say
water
about Austin?
carries it.
Well, we looked this up for the Cucaracha fight, right?
Yeah,
So it was like subtropical. There were parts that were. It's kind of like on the edge of the subtropical forest and
Average
desert.
rainfall.
It's like the transitional
Austin,
zone in
Texas.
between the like humid and dry part of Texas.
right.
Using a decanter of endless water for water pressure is actually very funny to me.
I mean,
It's like-
looking at Austin's location,
Magical problems require magical solutions, Bean.
I'm seeing a lot of green. Like, it ain't as vibrant of a green as it is in Louisiana, but it ain't so like a tan that it is like out western.
Yeah,
part
it's
of
not
Texas.
even like semi-arid.
Average rainfall 35.5 inches.
Oh yeah, Austin looking very very green,
It's pretty lush.
quite lush.
Rainfall.
Yeah, so I'd say easy enough. That's funny because most of the time maps that old, it doesn't always model exactly how the city still is, but the grid is basically the same. That little area where I have the manor is actually the University of Texas.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, beauty Austin campus.
UT Austin, let's go.
Yeah, this little triangle area. It's fucking
Little
UTI.
UTA.
Apparently, the average rainfall where I am is 61 inches,
Oh god,
which makes the 35 look.
like nothing. But yeah, you just. Well, I mean, if you can make it work, sure, I could put him on the second floor and potentially even do a third floor if you want.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking like if we're gonna have like a gym, a workshop, and then of course our own rooms, we're probably gonna need that extra space.
I mean, not really. We have 10 acres to work with. You can go sprawling instead
Maybe
of
a little
tall if you
wide.
want.
Yeah, but the more
You,
grazing area for Kothar, the better, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 10 acres is a lot.
I
It's a lot
mean,
of
he's a big
land.
dinosaur.
He's a big guy.
And
Oh,
we're thinking about getting more, so
yeah, and we should. Ooh, we might need to add on a airy. Not airy, but airy.
Airy for airy.
An
Airy?
airy.
Is that how you spell it?
Yeah, I believe that is how you spell it.
An aviary?
Kind of. They're not. I don't think they're actually the same. But yeah, a spot for bird, Thunderbird, big bird.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like EYRIE.
Aviary.
Oh no, there's also an airy,
Oh.
but I don't remember what the difference is.
An
Well,
airy.
aviary is an enclosure. Airy is
Yeah,
basically
airy
like
is
a
open.
nest.
Yeah,
I
so
see.
I don't know if you watch Harry Potter, but like you have the owlery, and like the birds can go in and out of it. Whereas an aviary, I think, is more like what a zoo has, where the birds can't get out.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like it looks like a pseudo forest, and there's a spot for their nests and everything, but there's like the big cage around it. Yeah.
It's like a step up from birdhouse.
Advanced birdhouse.
Advanced Birdhouse 5e.
I mean, shit. How much space are we eventually gonna need for a fucking full ass grown Thunderbird?
I mean, we saw
More
how
than
big
what we
the
probably have.
full-grown one was.
I know what a
Yeah, I mean, they don't have-
Thunderbird is, but probably a lot.
Cause that shit's big.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
fucking
mean, they don't have
big.
to stay on the property. I'm not saying an enclosure. I'm saying like, a place for them to sleep and a place for them, but not like somewhere they'd have to be locked inside of necessarily.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And we're not like gonna. I look at Marcus. We're not gonna lock our children up in like a prison.
I agree.
I mean, that's why they're being trained.
I agree. In fact, with this house that we are getting eventually, should we have maybe a platform for them?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying, but like a platform that would also have shelter, like a roof and shelter.
So
Because
basically, a platform house on top of the house.
well, I mean,
it
you make a thing, and it has a big opening on the side that Burb can fly in and out of.
Burb.
Okay, so out of character, Dylan, you ever watch the show How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember how like they came out of those like was it like the holes in like I think it was the mountain, wasn't it?
Yeah, like caves and shit, right?
Yeah, like that for the door though.
For our house or the bird home?
For the bird home.
Well, I remember what that fucking big ass nest looked like because I wrestled that son bitch
That's right.
in the nest. It was a big ass nest, but maybe that's all we need to build.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Thunderbird kind of implies they don't mind about the elements so much.
Yeah, get them a big old treehouse. Shit.
Yeah.
But if it's a nest, wouldn't they make it themselves? They gotta kind of make it their own.
Maybe make a treehouse and be like, whatever your vision is.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, we can build the We'll have the platform, and if they want to build their own nest, that's their prerogative.
you could have a platform built, or perhaps you could buy a tree. There are
A big tree.
means of
Let's
making
get-
Or
we
a
got magic to grow
mushroom.
it faster.
Yeah,
mushroom,
we need a
guys.
magic tree. Mushroom Thunderbird house?
Oh, it's all coming together.
Oh,
That's if we find
wait.
another mushroom.
It's gonna look so absurd if that's actually the case. There's just a giant mushroom on the property next to this like ranch house. Be so fucking out of place, and it has a
If that isn't a
Thunderbird nest
fucking
on top
D&D
of it.
5e ass.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, it's also a ranch house that has 2 separate smithies because they have to have different styles.
Yeah.
There's the smithy that's in the workshop, and then there's the dwarven forge smithy right next door.
That'd be outside.
Oh yeah, but if we have like whatever that endless water thing you talked about, Walter, we might need even more pipes because then we could like supply your troughs for the uh forges and stuff.
Yeah, and that dream I had where I fought that vampire lord, I had a bottle of endless water. I never did get to use it. I wanted to use it to launch myself up at him, but it didn't work. The other you was really good at keeping him contained.
Yeah, I still don't know what you're talking about.
This weird Aaron of the Vishtani. What a guy. But alright, yeah, I'll keep at it. And then I'll just
Okay.
say,
Yep.
um,
Throws away everything they've worked on. So
he ends up coming up with like 2 sort of sketches. Man, I wish I here. Well, let me look at what are you making, Beck? Let's Spirit Chaser's house. Let's take a look at this.
This is what the outside looks like right now.
if we're doing a courtyard,
Little balcony. Probably up here could be like where the Thunderbird could fly in. We just open that up.
Oh my god. You just want him in the whole 3rd floor.
In
Well,
the
that's not the
fucking
3rd floor.
house.
That'd be the 4th floor technically.
Oh,
because,
Jesus.
Like,
I
here's
mean-
the 3rd floor where 4 bedrooms could be.
I think it should be either completely outside of the house, or on top of the house. If we're doing the Thunderbird
yeah, like a
thing.
turret kind of situation.
Here's another. Here's the 2nd floor, so there'd be like another room over here. Probably like living area here, balcony, probably kitchen over here, and then down here would be maybe another bedroom, and then workshop, gym.
Wow, this map. Look at those characters.
Oh my god, I forgot
has been
that
a
was
while.
on this map. Holy
Twist
shit.
his dick.
Twist his dick, dude.
That was
And
the
you know
first
what?
time you taught Mr. Letters.
And you know what? I did. Actually, no, I got my dick twisted.
Yeah, you got your dick to.
So
Holy
I was
shit.
just passing around a bag of popcorn to everyone.
Yeah. Hold on, let me find a better draw page.
No, you can't get rid of that.
No, I'm not. No, God, no.
That's
Hey, Spider-Man,
That's
fuck this guy
history.
up. What are you talking?
That's-
Yeah, twist his dick.
Too good of a drawing.
Hit him with the old dick twist. 5e.
So he'd probably do something similar to what you're doing, but he would also have another one that let's see, how was I gonna do this? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Freehand rectangle, boom. Okay. Call it like about yay big, maybe a bit bigger. Come down to right about there. And then there seems to be like a porch extension out. And this map is not big enough, but it'll do, pig. It'll do. And there's like little walls, and it's going for more of like a Spanish like villa style.
Spanish villa.
And there's like another wall that extends over this way, and both the smithy and like Jarvis's thing would be like side by side seemingly sort of like separated from one another, but a separate little side building. And the courtyard would be big enough to where you could have the teleportation circle in the middle, but also big enough to like bring Kothar in because it would obviously extend beyond this. Oh, that's a square. Give me a line. It would extend beyond this, and it seems like that this is like 2 stories tall, and he's tried to work in like basically everything else, and the bathroom, we'll say, for the purposes of like your thing, is like over in this corner back here, on like the first floor or whatever. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It'd be. So you wanted more central, so it'll be over here. So ignore that other one. And he like put a little line out for like this, and he's like Leechfield.
So this would be like the back of the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he also had like 2 other things because he wasn't quite sure for this sketch where to put them, but he had like an additional building off to the side that he just like wrote gym, and he drew what almost kind of looks like one of those ranger stations, but without like the actual like building on top of the stilts, but the stairs that go up to a platform, and then it's like Thunderbird Nest.
Yep. We got the helicopter landing pad. Very good.
And but yeah, he'd show you that and something very similar to Beck's creation between the 2 of them, and he's like, well, on short notice and with all of the extra little bits and bobs, what do you think?
I mean, I've always been partial to Spanish villas myself.
Yeah, I like the design.
I like it.
Which one?
The fucking
The Spanish one.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what that
okay.
meant, but yeah.
All right. Well, that. Okay.
Jarvis
yeah.
has just been reading this entire time.
We'll go with that one then. I'll get a more cohesive one done. Alright, so if we're going with that and including things in a manner that you would want, for my commission, let's put it at the Heroes of Austin, after all, and while you didn't mention it yourselves, I'd have to be a complete hermit to not know that, so let's go with the Heroes discount, 300 gold for the finalized
Wow.
sketch.
We got a hero's
I
discount.
can
Normally would have been
cover.
500.
I'll cover half of that.
Oh, I thought we each threw in 50. That might be good.
Is there enough for us to throw in 50 each?
No, that was 300.
And that would be exactly 300. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, we can each do
But I
that.
mean, Ed already threw in 50 for the initial.
Oh, and that wasn't the deposit either. That was like a separate charge.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cyber charge. Yeah, I'll put another 50. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You kidding me? Hey, you talking about?
Yeah, I'm giving 5 platinum.
Okay. Just remember, mark 50 off each of yours. He goes, alright, well, how soon do you need it?
I mean,
No rush,
sooner
I think, but right?
I mean, the best time to misquote something, the best time to start building a large building was a year ago, but the second best time is as soon as possible.
I mean,
Oh.
ideally, we'd like it be done before. Let's say hypothetically, 1871,
72.
72.
Well, the drawing should only take me about, at most, a week.
Oh, I thought you were talking more like the entire construction of the house.
Oh, that's what
No,
we're talking
they're-
about. That
they're-
with,
no,
we're
no,
talking about
it's
that with the
not like-
carpenters
architect.
and shit.
We gotta
That's
talk to the
not my
engineers and the
job.
contractors still.
No, I don't do the building. I stay away from the mud.
Yeah.
But it should be done, let's call it a week. I do have some other projects that I'm currently working on, so a week.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
We do have some things to do in San Fran, so not too bad.
Well, very well. I'll get to work on it. Return in a week's time, and I shall have your finished product. In the meantime, I imagine you should maybe try to reserve the workers in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so
get 'em on
they can get started with this kind of pre drawing, right?
Yeah, like could we have a?
Much.
I mean, just
Well,
to give
you
them an idea.
Yeah, for pricing, yes. Here, and he'll hand you the sketch. Give them that, and they should be able to give you a general idea of how much it's going to cost for lumber and the like.
Makes sense to me.
I want to make this in Minecraft now.
I may or may not be loading up Minecraft to give my idea on it.
My boys, my builders.
I too have a bad habit of building D&D buildings in Minecraft.
Yeah, did an entire
That's
D&D session in
happens.
Minecraft twice.
Yo, it was
Layers
lit.
of
Though.
Wonder Mountain in Minecraft. I built the Tomb of Annihilation in Minecraft and it never got used.
Sad. One day. Tombs 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, that computer, the hard drive, fried itself. I do not have that world anymore.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, so we should probably go and talk to, the carpenters
Yeah,
and,
we can
and
go around
Mr.
and like talk to
Ingot.
people. We probably don't have to role play all that.
No. I just wanted to, because I wanted to actually hear what each one of you wanted, respectively, for the house.
Oh yeah, it makes sense for the architect,
Yeah.
but like for
The architect character
the
is
busy
good.
work.
The busy one.
Delightful.
Oh, do you not love him? Reese is adorable, darling. No, but I'll say
How's
that
that
you
book?
see the book. I'm gonna kill you.
You really underestimate how long it takes to read and I quote, rather large book.
Yeah,
Was
it
it?
Yeah,
does.
this will take you
Yeah.
days to
It's a-
read through.
It's a
and
tome. It's not
Oh,
like
properly
did you say it was
understand.
large?
it's like, hey, I got a copy of Digital Fortress by Dan Brown.
Yeah, I mean,
read
like,
it in 4 hours.
yeah, if you want to like skim it, which is what I was saying in the sense of like getting a third of the way, almost half of the way there, that's me counting you as skimming it, not fully absorbing all of the information.
Oh.
Like you actually need to sit down, buckle up, and read it for like hours on end, not just like
Yeah, how
flip
do
through
like the
pages.
tomes work? The magic items.
Oh.
48 hours total.
Yeah, so
reading.
I mean, you want to have the time limit on how long of time to read it over. But I mean,
Right.
it's gonna be a big book.
That's not the issue. I thought it was.
Yeah, 48 hours over 6 days.
You don't have Dummy's
Yeah.
Guide to Dunamancy? It should be a quick read.
If I had that, then I would be reading it.
They don't have copies, dude. It's on back order.
Oh yeah, just to back up a bit. So, how big was the book?
Big, thick.
Big, yeah.
Thick with two Cs.
Basically,
And
what they're
I-
saying is accurate
And I'm
as
going to
to
stop asking. Sorry.
yeah. Basically, what they're saying is accurate to how long it would probably take you to fully absorb all the information. About 48 hours worth of reading. So what is that? If a long rest is give or take 8 hours,
You would not be reading for that
Uh,
entire time because then you'd have no sleep.
yeah. So it would take you about, if you were putting 8 hours a day,
Which you probably won't be. I'd say
A long
Six.
rest specifically is an hour of late reading is what you can do without losing the
Yeah.
benefits.
I will say, I will stop reading for a bit, just because we're going to be going on and doing stuff.
Okay.
I'd say with like light reading here and there, you could probably finish the entire book in about 2 weeks.
I mean, besides going to yeah,
Because
that sounds
you're
right.
also like taking notes on this too, so that might even bump it up. to,
Yeah,
like,
that would
3
probably
hours.
have
You
to take a
can't
little bit
annotate his
longer.
copy, dude.
I'm not writing
Yeah,
a book.
now-
You
now-
have a separate-
dog here.
Oh my God.
pages.
yeah, Silver Spoon would just be like, what the fuck, man?
What have you done to my
This is why we have
There's still
bookmarks,
coffee on the
Jarvis.
corner here.
This is what we have keen mind for, guys.
Is that mustard?
What
Oh,
the
you're
hell?
fucking dead.
I trusted you.
I will also
Why is
say,
this
Betrayed
page
every
soaked
aspect
with
of my
salt
trust.
water? Were you crying when you
crying?
got to this section?
Why are these
well,
pages stuck together?
Here's a thought: should I have Jarvis do the thing now or later?
Do what thing?
The thing.
You're not being
That
specific
doesn't
here.
mean
Oh,
anything.
you know.
Just
thing I
tell
talked
oh,
about.
you know.
The
What?
thing I talked
You know
about.
the thing.
Which what thing did you talk about? Anton, we talk about a lot of stuff. Our DMs are filled with many things that you've talked about doing.
The
The
DMs
thing
of
about
many
him
things.
being alone with his thoughts.
Oh, yeah, you could do that if you want to. Real sad
Okay.
hours. It's not fun. What was I going to say? Technically, as it stands, because in terms of any upcoming things, Bruce, you know that thing with your sister wasn't going to be happening till probably closer to like a month or so from now, maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
Walter wants to go home for Christmas. You're in November. What else?
When was the meeting with the Sins, or did we not know
That's like
exactly?
a
Or
few
did
months
Bruce
from
not know
now.
exactly?
That was non-specified, but Coulter did say that he would come to grab Marcus and he should take a +1, which I believe he extended that to Bruce.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're unsure with that. I mean, you handled the thing in Glacier Break. No, there's nothing really super pressing. So I mean, if you guys, I mean, well, you want to go to San Francisco, but I mean, besides that, this would probably be around the time where I would say you'd finally have the opportunity for a bit of downtime, which I know that has been lacking, and I apologize for.
Hell yes.
But yeah, and in terms of going around and talking to these guys, they don't have full price estimations for you since there's no need to role play it. The dwarf sounds really interested. Thinks that the indoor plumbing sounds like a great idea, and he wishes that he had one, and that maybe if this works out, he might build one for himself. But he says it'll cost you because metal's expensive, and right now, the army seems to need a lot of metal. So it might be a bit more than usual in terms of price. That's
yeah,
if the
we could
pipes
do
are
like
made out of
copper,
metal.
steel, or whatever.
Yeah.
Works. Well, yeah,
Um,
I mean, we're not getting PVC.
right. Yeah, you don't got that yet.
And we
I
don't
mean,
want
unless they
lead
do
line
like
pipes either, 'cause,
ceramic.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that lead's bad for you yet.
No, they knew that lead was bad for them in ancient Rome, but they did it anyways because it
Nah.
made the water sweeter.
Well, they didn't know about vinyl chloride.
Yeah, it's-
I mean, vinyl chloride was polymerized first in like the 1870s. But they didn't know what polymers were then. So they were just like, I don't know what this is. We made glass.
Glass.
Anyway,
Fucking bird.
I'm gonna nerd out about what I'm doing in my PhD in.
No, but that is. it's interesting just with the whole like shit that they had access to but didn't know how to use it yet, or like didn't have knowledge. But yeah, so dwarf sounds down. Are you going to find the halflings for labor, or are you going to the Dilbert brothers?
I mean, it seems like the actual carpentry is pretty traditional from what they were describing, right?
Yeah.
From what the elf was describing.
So was that the
That'd
brothers?
be
That'd
the
be the-
Dilbert.
The Dilbert
Or
brothers,
not
yeah.
Dilbert. Yeah.
Or out of character, slavery.
It's an option. I mean, sadly, it's an option.
I mean, I'm being like half serious, like half facetious. I mean, like
Walter would not be good with that.
Well, considering I had a brief experience with slave labor, I'm not gonna not want to do that.
I mean, Walter led a slave break in near Redemption. Not
oh yeah,
Redemption.
yeah.
Yeah, there's that. There's
Shop.
Feywild.
And then
But probably
Bruce
not.
and Lane had to do very unfortunate things because of that.
We didn't
Yeah.
do anything. What are you talking about? We did nothing.
Bruce and Lane did
Famously,
absolutely
actually
nothing.
completely abstained from that. Mission.
Whatever that whole lot of nothing that they did, though, it got Lane in a lot of not trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that part didn't get him in any trouble.
No trouble at all.
So
That got him out of trouble, in fact.
Yeah, yeah.
my character would not do it either. Like I said, it was just an option.
It is an option. We're not
Again,
gonna-
sadly, it is an option, but yeah. And I would even say too, like the Republic, some people there do in fact own slaves, and it's not like something that it's super predominant in Austin, but you've been around and you've seen some. You know that it's really big in the South, though.
Probably
But
closer to the border with the Confederates, the more common it is.
Yeah, but I would say though, because of the difference of races, it's not racially motivated in the sense of like it's solely black people. It's more actually, if anything, races that they think would be better long-term workers.
Goliath.
Oh yeah, that was in my backstory, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of Goliaths. There's a lot of dwarves.
Definitely for stonework.
Yeah, those kind of gnomes. Not too many halflings per se.
They're great cooks, let me tell you.
They are. If anything, they would be house slaves.
Kobolds.
Kobolds,
I mean, the problem with
surprisingly,
halflings, they're
no.
also super lazy.
You have actually. I would say this. You have actually not seen a single kobold slave, but you have seen kobolds exclusively employed
By the Kobold Caravan.
to the kobold caravan. Yeah.
Kobold lifespan also isn't super long either.
No, not at all. 11 days. Them and goblins are just not worth it. 11 days. That just reminds me of that one episode in season 3 of Critical Role where he's like, "Well, who would know? The Elder." And then one of them just dies, and they go, "Who was that? The Elder. I must be new Elder." Okay, can you answer the question? I don't know.
I mean, kobolds can live up to 120, but
That's
because
not
of the life they live, their average lifespan is pretty short.
dead by 17.
Imagine kobolds might have a higher I can't think of the word. Ratio of like half dragons. So there might be a few half dragon kobolds
There might be.
from
Yeah.
pre-reckoning. So they're double lifespan.
But the thing is, too, is I think that kobolds overall, though, probably live longer than goblins.
Oh yeah, goblins by default have a shorter lifespan than kobolds, and that's not even taking into average.
I mean, lizard folk are the one that have a really short one.
But I think it's accounting for racism, though, because I can see just about
We
any
are
adventurer
accounting
killing a
for
goblin on
racism.
sight.
Yeah, goblins
Uh,
live
well,
up to 60 years.
Look, you can negotiate.
Who's the lizard folk?
Kobolds are
16?
basically magpies.
I think a lizard folk is 20. Let me look.
If it's 20, that's sad.
60. They rarely live longer than 60.
but yeah,
Just
so
it's
if you
super
head to the
short.
Dober brothers, they're very hick, and
Mike and
they
Isko for
seem
20.
like they're pretty willing to take on the job. They said that they can get you an estimation. They don't seem super keen on working with Reese, and they wonder why you didn't go to Jebediah, who may or may not be a cousin of theirs. But nonetheless, they're seemingly willing to work for you. And I think that covers it, right? Because anything else was just, yeah, I mean, you'd have to build the place first before you furnished it, so. But all of them said that once the final plan had come out, they'd be able to start getting you some estimations, which gives me plenty of time to figure out how much this endeavor is going to cost.
I already have cost pricing if you want to help figure that out.
Yeah,
Of
I
course, you have to build it in Minecraft.
yeah, I got to build it in Minecraft. I was thinking I might draw it.
How many cubic
It's been
meters
it's been a while. It's like I went to school for it or something.
You just
But,
scoff
No,
at
but I can
his
actually help.
architectural
I can
dreams
actually
that he
help.
dropped.
I never
But I
wanted
can
to
actually
be an
help
architect.
price it out for you if you want, based on
The
the
architect.
stuff in the books.
I do carpentry mainly because I like woodworking, but I don't do nearly enough of it.
5e 2024 actually adding a bastion system. What 5e has been missing, but not quite soon enough.
Yeah, is that a 5e tools how to build Bastion the robot from Overwatch?
I want to be Bastion.
Beep boop 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 beep. But yeah, with all of that settled, it takes a good part of the day. It would probably be about mid to late afternoon by the time you've finished with all of the house building stuff. But you do have the remainder of the day. And I believe that you did say that you wanted to attempt to go to San Francisco.
I need
Yeah, we're
to
going straight
have a
there.
private conversation with Walter before that.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Well, you can pull them aside if you want it.
yeah. So Walter, about that conversation I said I needed to have with you.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's step away for a bit.
So meet me in D&D Husham's. No.
No, we don't.
Roll
We
initiative.
don't have to do that.
Well, I mean, I'll roll initiative.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you gotta contractually obligated.
Hey, there it is.
Hey, you'll never roll that good again.
It's my first and the last time.
So Walter, you're. I know this probably never happened to you because you're great. You're a hero through and through. You ever, you probably never told a lie even to yourself, if I had to guess.
I've definitely lied before, but nothing like major. Like usually like little white lies. Yeah, major stuff, not really.
Not even to yourself?
I mean, if I have, I'm not aware of it.
Okay.
I mean, I probably have. I just, again, might have not have realized it.
Yeah. So there's this thing where like sometimes people lie because they think it's the right thing, whether it is or not. You probably understand that part at least. You ever about digging yourself in too deep? You familiar with that kind of a thing?
Yeah, I've seen some people do that.
Yeah, like I don't think we need to go to San Francisco.
What?
Yeah, I don't think we need to go to San Francisco.
Why?
Well, So what do you remember of when the night that the whole Mary thing happened?
You walked.
I
out-
guess the next morning.
you walked out, and then the next day, we were we had to deal with the Japanese mafia in town, and we were being attacked. And then Mary came up to help out, and that's how we met her. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
we met her earlier at a coffee shop, but she didn't speak to us.
Well, that's true. Yeah. 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 So me and you had a conversation a while ago now in after the duel, the gun duels.
Yeah.
Um and you apologize for saying some things and you know uh
Still sorry about that.
yeah, hold on to that. Yeah. So that whole thing may have started as me being a little petty.
Walter just kind of stares blankly at Aaron and just. Do you mean like you knew you were Aaron the entire time as Mary? You didn't actually lose your memory?
Yeah, I mean, because yeah, that's the very basics of it. Yeah.
I'm inside checking that.
Okay, I will DM roll either persuasion or deception, I suppose.
Yeah. Shockingly, he's telling the truth.
Where did that rock that was spying on you? Where did that come from?
That part I honestly do not know.
But you
Yeah.
weren't cursed by some hags. I forget who you were. It became Mary.
No,
But they are still
No,
involved
see-
because of that rock.
I mean that is true. Yes, and I do not understand that part really, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it was kind of I got petty after, feeling insulted. And it was going to be oh look, you don't need Aaron. Aaron's not here anymore kind of thing. And yeah, it kind of just kind of spiraled out of control if I'm being honest. But I don't know where that rock came from.
You're gonna have to tell
But I
everyone
will-
this.
But I will also say, Walter, because that was after the whole Farkas situation.
Yeah.
Y'all were all way too trusting. Like I didn't feel like anyone other than Jarvis at first, and then not even him, were y'all just all took it at face value, and that's not good after the whole Farkas situation. If I'm being honest.
I mean, I agree.
You're not here. Shut up.
Which is to say, above board, me and Dylan have talked many times that nothing I say had gotten incited
No one ever
in
checks
any of that. In any of that. Even back on the day it happened, and then being at the funeral and all that stuff that happened. I think there was one insight roll from Jarvis at the very start of the whole thing.
Mary seemed genuine. Seemed like someone who legitimately lost her memory, and she wasn't actively pretending to be someone.
I mean, yeah.
And this isn't because you're just afraid to confront the hags.
No, I mean, me and Bruce established that neither of us is afraid of anything.
I want to insight. Oh, well.
Uh,
Um, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Aaron is lying in this instance.
Well,
well, okay, no, I will say, I the reason it spiraled out of control was because I was really worried about this conversation. But that's not really scared. Is worried the same as scared? I don't think worried's the same as scared.
well, I think maybe we should still deal with those hags because they're pretty close to McGrand's house, and also we'd be doing San Francisco a favor.
Well, we though, because like the hunters guy knew the hag.
Well,
We're supposed to
he
have a
knew
message from him.
some hag named Marina. We don't know if she's one of them.
Oh, that's true.
Marina the Green Hag is a B word, is what I have written on my notepad.
Oh no, I have wrote down say hi to Morwina. Bill at the Hunters in San Fran says hello to Morwina the Green Hag.
I have
And
Marina
hello
the
is in
Green Hag
quotes.
is a bitch.
I also have that.
But I won't tell anyone, but you will have to tell them because I don't think you should keep that secret anymore.
Yeah, well, but my other self in the in that place we were in kind of said that I should. He made a good point that I should be honest with you about that. And then I drank on it.
All right, so Mary technically never existed. It was just Aaron the entire time being Mary.
Well, I mean, it was an identity I was already working on setting up since we were in Port Nianzru or New Nianzru.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, not for that use, but yeah, that's why I already had the outfit.
Well, yeah. The only thing this changes, I don't think we need to do the portal thing. Because that was like to bargain to like fix whatever curse is on you. But if there's no curse, there's no reason to. So if you might as well go hunt some witches.
Yeah, yeah. There is the rock, whatever was up at the rock.
I can't believe you made me make something that you're not going to use.
To be fair, the entire group, sans Aaron, thought it was going to be needed.
That's fair.
Yeah, but you see, Walter, I would agree with you on needing to tell the rest of the group, and I do agree with that. But that's just gonna make Jarvis start using the the hat again, and I already said that if he did it to me again, I would kill him, and I can't be a liar twice. So you gotta kind of pick your battle on that one.
Okay, maybe you can tell everyone but Jarvis.
That's a terrible idea.
All right, that works for me.
We can slowly break it to him. Ease him into the knowledge.
Yeah. Okay. At least you understand about.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd rather
that
you
hat's
not
no
kill
good.
Jarvis, but yeah,
I'd rather he doesn't use that hat.
Yeah, yeah. If we tell him outright, he'll definitely use it.
All right. Yeah, good talk, Walter.
Yeah. Maybe don't do that again.
Gotta admit, it was pretty convincing.
It was, which is concerning, like what you brought up.
Yeah. Really, what I did is I revealed a flaw in our group's security.
Apparently, only I seem to recognize.
You did one insight check the entire time. Don't even act like
That-
you recognized it.
Yeah, honestly, that one was all like self-knowledge. You were like, I'm getting fucked with here. This is not cool. I know that Aaron is Mary. I don't know that Aaron planned to be Mary all along and didn't lose their memory, but I know that they're the same character. So because I passed one,
Well, he
insight check-
never called that one either.
Yeah,
He called Aaron being Mary before it
you
was.
called Aaron
before
being
it
Mary
was
before.
revealed.
I will say this: after the first insight check, which I believe I failed, I couldn't
He felt
really.
miserable. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't really follow up with it, and there was never a chance for me to follow up.
Oh, right. And I mean, like, but calling the Mary as Aaron thing, I think everyone knew that in and out of character. Well, out of character at the very least, not necessarily in character. But the other one, though, no, there's no way you could have called that because I didn't even see where this was going for the longest time, and I was trying to finagle it. I was like, okay, are we going to do a reveal now? What are we doing? What's next? Oh, fuck.
It just kept getting dug deeper. I was planning on doing the reveal like after. I think we originally talked about the reveal going to be like the day after the funeral.
Yeah, it was going to be like the
And it
next
just kept
session.
getting dug deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
It very much really spiraled out of control.
Big snowball.
Yeah.
So
But I'll walk back with Walter.
Walter returns to the group with like a kind of like a blank look on his face, just like
Arm
processing what he knows.
arm around Walter's shoulders.
there goes that plan I was gonna try to do, but okay.
And he has like a mile long stare.
Something happened.
Had a productive talk, I think.
Okay. Is this about Walter's, I don't know, confidence?
No, it's fine. We can discuss it later. But
Okay.
yeah, we should probably get some supplies to go and kill some hags. And save San Francisco from their encroaching bog, which we have no evidence that's encroaching. That's just something I made up on the spot. But
The encroaching bog.
It was a disguise bog anyway.
it was, yes.
Yeah, it's fucked up. They should be straightforward about that.
Wait, so are we
leave-
leaving? Are we leaving for San Francisco right now?
Not right now. We can go buy some potions, maybe a couple scrolls.
How many potions we got?
Yeah, if we already have the potions, then we don't. We can probably just go and stay at.
I think we're
Granny
running out.
Smith's.
we're running low on the potions that we stole from that one guy that one time.
Yeah, I'm down to 1 potion personally.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
we've got our religious leader that can mend our wounds now.
Yeah, I have a
We
potion
got
of
a
heroism,
healer.
that's it. What happens if Marcus goes down?
We feed him one of the 2 potions we have left.
We start praying.
No, I mean I have the ability to heal someone a little bit.
What if
So I can get
you
him up.
and Marcus go down, and we don't
Then we
have
have
any more
you.
and we don't have any more potions?
I
Then,
can
then
heal.
Ed does his cool punchy thing that heals
I
people.
got punchy healy hand thing on this hand.
Bags are
Who
gonna
here
be easy
doesn't have a way
peasy.
of doing any healing?
Me.
I do have healing word now.
Does Jarvis have a method of healing?
Beyond
Yes.
arcane jolt.
Yeah. I can even revive you guys if need be.
Oh, then we should probably get a diamond then.
I have
Didn't I-
one.
Yeah, he got one of the expensive diamonds that was in the pool of reflection.
Oh yeah, we should probably get
Yeah.
another one for
Let's get another one.
Marcus.
I have 2
Also,
diamonds.
Oh,
And I
Have
have
a-
access to cure wounds as well.
So we got
Wait,
that
how
shit.
big of a diamond do you need?
500
300?
for Revivify.
No, I don't have that big of one.
No, 300
Before
for
we,
Revivify. I was wrong.
Revivify is 300.
I
Before we
do
do
have
all that,
big of one.
before we do all that, do you guys mind if we go to a bar? I kind of have an announcement to make.
Sure.
To
Just-
the
Do you
bar
want to go to
or
the
to
Hunters Association's bar, or just like a normal bar in town?
We could go to somewhere close if you guys wanted to keep doing stuff today. I feel like I don't know. It would
I'm
depend
gonna
on
go
the time.
grab Jarvis.
Where's Jarvis?
You're still we were walking
Yeah.
together.
I've been reading the entire time.
I thought you said
walking
you were gonna
and reading?
stop
You
reading
specifically
for a
said you
bit.
put down the book and stopped
like
reading
20
for a bit.
minutes.
Right, I did.
God damn it, man!
I'm tired.
My
If you're
Toyota is
good,
a
I'll let you
Lambo.
read.
Okay. Then I will say this instead. Jarvis has just been staring blankly into space the majority of this time, and just been walking robotically, as if everything has been falling on deaf ears.
Jarvo, do you want me to carry you?
Huh?
You want me to carry you?
Why are you asking to carry me?
Because you're walking slowly.
Oh, nah. Sorry. He picks up a step.
Okay.
All right, we can go to the Hunters Association then. We can go to the Hunter's ass.
Let's go to the ass.
The ass association. Okay, so you guys head back to the hunter's ass, and
Literally called.
Oh wait, we're
Yeah.
not
Is that
walking
what the
back. We're
bars-
riding on Kothar.
We got Kothar.
you have Kothar, and you ride back to the hunters association. And you park Kothar. And where's the thing?
House stand is the chair that I slept in that I bled all over.
Pretty stained.
Shit. Well, sorry about that.
Well, gentlemen, I would like to buy all of us around.
We don't buy here.
Oh, well, I would like to beckon everyone around.
Oh yeah, Beckon.
And well, I don't really know how to say this. So maybe this will help. All right, so let's go. You remember that 10,000 gold that I won?
That you pretty sure sent off to be donated.
Well, what do you guys think I used it for? I think this is an interesting thing to start this with. What do you guys think I used it with?
Wait,
You
when did you
tell.
get
I
it?
have
Was this
no
from betting on
idea.
me?
No, this was from winning the shooting
Gunslinger,
contest.
Yeah.
Oh, gunslinging.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Drugs, that's a good guess.
That's a good guess. That was my
That's a
first
good guess.
Good
My
guess.
second
Mine
guess.
Gun
Magic.
component.
That was my first
Magic.
guess. My second
Good
guess
one.
is something about your sister.
Sister, good one.
That was
Donated to
actually
some
my
future
first guess, but I figured that was too
cause.
obvious.
Hmm.
A
All
way,
good.
a way to
Donated.
kill Patterson.
A way to kill Patterson. I didn't think about that one. I probably should have used that and
You
done
did
that.
think about that one, though.
You
Was,
Okay,
donated.
was it?
Okay, you
Did
caught
you
me.
send it to
Got
your godchild?
No, I didn't do that. That's another good one I should have done. Probably.
No,
He's
you probably
looking-
should. Yeah, you should actually do.
Okay, well now that you're saying all these, maybe I didn't do the right thing.
Bruce is writing it down.
Hey, we got. It's like, wait, these are great ideas. That's what we bring. That's what we
Have you even
brainstorm.
gone to see Billy's child?
No, but he's probably trying to kill me somewhere out there. Is my guess because I'm just not taking care of him. All right, regardless, we're off topic. I'm just gonna come out and say this. I got married.
What?
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 That is an expensive marriage.
Wait, this is what you were trying to do.
Yeah, so
You wanted an expensive marriage.
Yeah, so like I had that conversation with Ed, and it was like he was going on a date, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool. And then I was like,
hold on.
Yeah.
To what? To who?
Yeah, so what I did was I gave 10,000 gold to a kobold and told him to go to New Nianzaru and talk to all the merchant princes and ask for one of their daughters' hands in marriage.
You
You-
did fucking
So
what?
you just
married a merchant prince's daughter?
And
You just
Yeah.
sent out a dowry, like random, like a random
Yeah,
dowry.
yeah. And I'll take out my letter that I got.
Okay.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
So
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna have to go to New Nianzaru for a wedding at some point.
Probably.
And the letter would say, as it gets passed around between you guys, "Dear Prince Bruce Summers of the Unsleeping Sands,
Oh,
Lord of the
shit.
Morning Dew, bringer of woeful bliss, and son of the crescent moon, I, Jessamine, the merchant prince of herbalists and assassins, hereby accept your dowry. My first daughter,
What?
Sana, read your words and was absolutely smitten. I frankly think she is a hopeless romantic, but nonetheless, she speaks of you endlessly. I shall allow this union on the condition that you bring laurels equal or greater than the titles than your titles to our unified houses. Know, however, if you break my daughter's heart or prove to be a charlatan, remember well my title and the force I can bring to bear against you. I await your response."
Bruce,
Oh,
this
so
man
you're
is going to kill
fucked,
Hold on
you.
a
Bruce.
moment.
Bruce, you're fucked.
How am I fucked?
Oh,
This is a net
I'm
win.
sorry.
He's an
What
assassin.
title?
I think.
Oh.
Bruce, look.
No,
look at
he's
me.
the prince of assassins. He's not an assassin himself.
Well, I'm sure he was an assassin at one point, and then
And
worked his way up.
herbalist, guys. And
Yes.
herbalist.
And herbalists, don't they like make
Poison.
Poison.
tea or something?
They make tea. That's what herbalists do. Yeah.
You're.
You-
I don't
Congratulations, buddy.
think-
Thank you. Thank you.
You're not a prince.
The-
I mean, you kind of are now, by marriage.
Well, yeah.
Did you call yourself all those things?
Oh yeah, I came up with those. Those were pretty good.
All right.
You ballsy
Are you,
ass
Bruce?
motherfucker.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Are you a charlatan?
And no.
Did you make up all these titles?
Yes, but they stick after I make them up because all titles are made up.
This is true.
That is true.
All right. So how are we gonna prove that these
Well-
titles mean shit?
Well, I have the favor of a champion of the New Nianzaru Arena.
You're dragging Ed
Oh.
into this.
Hey, okay. Hey, look, I don't know if I'm a member of the Temple of the Love Goddess. I think I gotta pay it forward.
Yeah, and also, if I come strolling in with like a fucking dinosaur and fucking Thorin Oakenshield at my back, fucking laying down some sick beats, like they're gonna be like, "Oh, this dude's a prince."
New Nianzaru. They're used to dinosaurs. It's not like
This
you're going
dude's
to
a
New York.
prince.
Yeah, I mean maybe like the Thunderbird would be a better shout.
Yeah.
Thunderbird.
But I could see about getting Thorin to accompany you.
We can book Thorin, and also you have a flying horse.
I do have a flying
that you can
horse.
conjure out of thin air.
See,
Bruce, I could make you fly in on whatever item you want.
now we're talking, guys.
Do you
Okay,
have
okay.
a priest for the wedding?
Not yet. I got this letter today. I just had
you
a
got
hope
this
that
letter
I
today.
didn't lose 10,000 gold and give it to a kobold, and he just like gave it to some random guy there.
So, I know a priest that could preside your wedding for you.
Yeah,
They
who
probably
better-
want the
who better
local
than the
custom.
sin of lust to do it?
I think I know a guy.
They probably want the local custom if
Should
it's
it
one
be
of the
Christ.
me? Do you,
rulers.
Bruce? Do you want me to do this? Do you want me to officiate your wedding?
That would be wonderful. Maybe
Wait, Ed, you're
you know what?
ordained?
I don't fucking know.
He could be.
You're
Just
not
take a
quite
5-minute
sure.
online course. You'll be ordained in no time.
You're not quite sure.
After my debut at the Saturday night, I think I'm more than ordained.
That's fair.
Guys, this is awesome. I promise you, I've got a plan.
I'd sleep with one eye open for sure, though.
Now, are we?
I just
Have we
to
met
ask-
Jessamine or Sana?
I've never met him.
These are not the merchant princes that we actually met when we were there.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, this is not the one that loved you
Bruce.
and
I
then
just have a
proceeded
definitely
to
question,
die
man.
at dinner.
Definitely not. That would be awkward.
Bruce, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is your end goal here, man?
I don't know. I thought it would be
See,
really funny. And
now-
this is
You
farther
thought
than I
it would
thought.
be funny.
This is great. It's
It
funny.
is pretty funny. You gotta admit.
It's an expensive joke, but
You're toying with someone's heart here. Ed,
Yeah,
Whoa,
wife.
whoa, 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 whoa! Whoever said there wasn't going to be love there, and whoever says I was going to leave in a second.
Well,
are you gonna
I
stay in
honestly
Neanderthal?
hope
I think it'd be sick to be a
that
merchant prince.
all I know is if you do fuck this up, you will be hunted down and murdered by him.
Yeah, true.
Well, yeah, I think you would have what it takes if you stay there. But that would require you to stay there.
Well, I'm not ruling yet.
But
Then are we gonna fucking bring her around on all our adventures?
Well,
If she's
no.
down for that, then that would be fantastic.
I mean, I've never met her
that's,
before.
Yeah, she could
that
be a crazy
sounds like-
adventurer.
really,
if she's a princess of fucking assassins, then maybe she's a fucking badass, and
Also
then
true.
everybody wins.
Also
Or maybe
true.
because she's a princess, her father never let her do anything crazy
well, I
like
don't
that.
even. Well, technically, she's the daughter of a merchant prince, so I don't.
Yeah,
really
now I'm the
different.
know.
son-in-law of one, so this is awesome.
Not yet.
Oh, true.
You're betrothed.
True. But I see. This is why I can't have 10,000 gold at once given to me.
That's
Next
the
time we'll just
lesson.
take
That's
it
the
off your
takeaway
hands.
here. Yeah.
The lesson here is that you're irresponsible with money.
Also true.
I see this
agree.
as an absolute win.
I think you should spend money on drugs before you get to critical mass, and you have to do like a fucking earth-shattering bit.
Yeah.
That's the lesson here. But
I also
we
thought
can make this wedding great.
maybe another thing, like I don't know how much it costs, but like I can talk to Master Silverspell. Maybe he can make a clone of me that stays over there.
That's not how that
Wait, clone-
works. I think.
Clones are a thing?
A what?
Can you?
I mean, it'd be a simulacrum.
Oh.
Walter doesn't know about magic that high.
Clones are real?
Yeah, magic. I'm sure you can like pop out another Bruce.
Make another guy.
Make another guy.
But do you want this?
Yes.
Okay.
Being a merchant prince sounds friggin' awesome.
Okay, we got some.
It does.
We got
But
some
that means
bags
you
to deal
can't-
with.
You can't roll with us if you're a merchant prince.
Well,
Whoa,
That's-
who said that?
I
That's-
mean, literally, you got to stay there because you got a wife and a fucking
I
business.
mean, the
Like,
guy's not
we
dead
were.
yet.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean the
still
merchant
not-
prince is still there.
And he
Right now.
and Bruce probably wouldn't be the main prince. It would be this Santa girl would be the prince of the merchant house, and
Yeah, she
he'd
was.
just be
Yeah,
her consort.
And
Plus, he
you
probably
could
needs
just
to get
make-
like some experience adventuring with and learn how to assassin and herbalize.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Herbalize
maybe
and
for like the
assassinate.
wedding, he needs to present the head of his greatest enemy to him.
Well,
Huh.
Well, no,
can
if you
do
present the
some-
head, then that shows that you did it, and then you're not a very good assassin if people know you did it.
True.
maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. We got to talk to him. We do the wedding, and the wedding is gonna rule. It's gonna be the best. And then we're like, all right, so what? Then you got to define the. That's the problem with arranged marriages. Now you're like,
Yeah, what if you don't even like her?
Well, that's the thing. I asked. Yeah, here I can read off. I made a copy of my note that I sent to in with the. I said, "I, Prince Bruce Summers of the Unsleeping Sands, Lord of the Morning Dew, Bringer of Woeful Bliss, Son of the Crescent Moon, humbly request for a merchant prince to create a political alliance for stake in their homeland. I request that the father of the fairest maiden in all the land." See, I made sure to add that part where it's the fairest maiden in all the land, so that she's already the fairest maiden in all the land.
mhm.
Oh
Except-
yeah, you're set.
Accept this dowry of 10,000 gold for her hand, eternally linking our bloodlines. Have your mage send to me with any acceptance, which they didn't do. They did send a kobold, so like, come on. But whatever. You shall be the grandfather of world tamers. If you bid claim to part of the Summers clan, may your response be swift and your daughter's heart be true. And then I also this was a little addendum at the end. I said, extend this to my betrothed. We may not have met yet, but you have already stolen my heart. I may not have known what you are like, but I sense a connection that would bring everlasting happiness. I hope you can look forward to our possibilities together. I shall give you the best life anyone could ask for. See, I friggin' covered all the
Wow.
bases. I'm gonna be a merchant prince. This is gonna be great, guys.
You used my
Even
lessons
slid
well.
into her DM.
And the when a father tells you that his daughter is both pure of heart and the fairest in all the land, you take his word for it because he's definitely right.
And
not
not biased at all.
Nah, you're right. See, Ed, I wrote all the stuff you said down, and I bottled it up, and I had 10,000 gold, and my head was racing. See, if you had talked to me about drugs before that, I would spend 10,000 gold on drugs.
Yeah.
So, if anything, this is your fault, Ed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Bruce?
I'm
No,
kidding.
this is our victory. We're
Yes,
gonna make the
Jarvis?
most of this, Bruce.
Oh yeah. Jarvo, what's up?
Do you want to follow through with this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little late now. If he does it, he's dead. He's a dead man.
Yeah. Also true. Good point.
Well,
I didn't
then-
know. I didn't know like they had like a prince of assassinations. That seems like something crazy to have.
That's true.
You probably
No,
should have
but-
done some research into this first.
Also true, but I did send the 10,000 gold almost immediately off. I did not think about this at all.
Well, I myself, all I can say is this is probably equal to the insanity as my arm.
Yeah, this is a
No, your arm
ambitious
could
project.
potentially end the world. Bruce's
Yeah,
just
no,
ends
this
his
is not
world.
even comparable.
Why do you think it's going
No,
to
these
end the
are
world?
these are ambitious projects.
Belmont thinks it could
Created
potentially end the
by
world.
men driven by passion that could result in greatness or dire consequences. I think it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I just wanted to make it because I felt like it needed to exist.
Huh.
Well, you were too busy worried about if you could to think about if you should.
That's a good quote. I mean, that's a good not a quote. That's
Yeah,
a
it's a
brilliant
quote. It was
thing.
said by Ari Heemchard.
Mm-hmm.
You can quote that.
History will remember Ari
Well-
Heemchard. That's the one who said that.
It's
I will
100%
say
of the
this.
shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, Harry Eamchard.
John Wilkes Booth.
Well, I can't exactly
You can only take your shot from
undo
5
what I
feet from the
did
back.
now. I can only learn and grow from it.
Same.
Do you think that John Wilkes Booth had the gunner feat?
Yeah, the legendary
Probably.
gunslinger.
No, he only had crossbow expert.
Oh, that would work too, yeah. Or he rolled 2 nat 20s.
He rolled 2 nat 20s.
I know.
And then succeeded in his
Bruce, maybe-
acrobatics check, jumping down from the thing onto the
No, he
stage.
didn't. He broke
No,
his leg.
Oh, he
Yeah,
broke
he
his
fell.
leg.
He
That's
took-
right.
He broke his leg, yeah.
He rolled a 2 on that shit.
Yeah,
Bruce.
100%.
And
He was like, it was a 12, but it was a natural 1.
He
Well,
didn't have reliable talent.
Hey, Walter, I already know what I could do to balance this arm out.
What?
You.
Me?
Huh?
Give me your soul!
No, that's
I'd
not
rather
what I
not be
meant.
used
Get in the
to
arm.
make a weapon
No, I
balanced.
I mean, you and your entirety as a person can help balance out this arm.
I think you're grossly overestimating my capabilities.
Not really. I mean, the sword doesn't seem to be.
I mean,
I mean, there's a difference between being worthy of wielding a sword by going through a trial and balancing a potential world-ending device that has been attached to someone you know.
Again, I do not see this thing as a world ender.
I do.
You've
I'm
fused
still
holy and
trying to-
unholy together and added aberrant energy into it. That just
Yeah,
seems like
but
a
it's
recipe for
just-
disaster.
well, but it's just hunks of metal.
And do you know what the intent was in the arm?
Power.
Because you thought it should exist.
Yes, but
I'm sorry,
know
you
how
thought
I
it needed to exist.
Do you know how I intended it for it to grow?
Absorb power of your enemies, which,
Not exactly.
like,
It's not to absorb powers of enemies. It is to take in all forms of energy.
yeah, and that usually includes enemies. Like I've seen you use like a life drain thing on various creatures. So like if you do that enough on like a specific subset of entities, say evil, who's to say that it won't also corrupt you?
Yeah, and that's where you come in.
I mean, if that happens, I'd have to cut your arm off.
What I mean is you can help balance it out by pointing it out. See, you're already doing some of the work. Was what I'm saying.
I mean, you've already proven you can't be trusted with the mind reading hat. And then you built this.
Yeah.
Oh no, the unicorn is escaping.
What?
The unicorn has breached containment.
Where's the
It was
unicorn?
charging me. It was about to gore me. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you're talking about frickin'. Oh, okay.
No, I'm just fucking around.
Okay. I don't know. The arm. It needs to take in energy. That I do know.
The fact that it needs anything is why we're
Well, it's-
concerned.
I mean, very few objects should need things.
I
No offense,
no
Alma.
offense, Walter, but the same thing is kind of true about your sword.
Yeah, that's why
It
I
is
said it's very
concerning.
few.
But that's kind of the point. It's the
Yeah,
rest
I-
of our problems. That's the point
You
Jarvo's
have
trying to
nothing
make. Is
fear
like
from me, little hero.
we're all keeping
Can-
both the angry sword and Jarvo's angry arm from doing too much bad shit
Okay,
because
first
we're
off-
like, hey, stop it.
How's my arm angry?
It's probably not
it is
angry.
not
It's
even.
probably more bipolar.
Hungry arm.
It's not even hungry. I
You
felt
said
no
it needs
sense.
to absorb. That is
That
the
would be
definition
hunger.
of hunger.
What I
Hungry.
mean is, it needs to take in energy.
Hungry
That's-
arm.
For
What do you think
hunger.
eating is, Jarvis?
Hungry is taking in energy.
Can I
Hungry
explain
arm.
something? And based on the type of energy, whether it be positive, negative, neutral, can help determine how it grows in the end.
Okay, Jarvis. Here's the thing: we're probably not going to be fighting a lot of good creatures. So
And
And
you're
if
gonna
you
be
are,
pulling
that's
in
a different problem.
a lot of negative energy, and you're going to concentrate that in your arm.
I see your point.
I mean, unless you want to go kill a bunch of good things, you could do
We
that.
gotta
No,
kind of look.
even
I
if
don't
I
know what
kill
the fuck
good-
that prophecy meant. Are we gonna have to kill a bunch of angels? I don't fucking know.
I mean, if the angels
there's
are
also
corrupted,
something.
then
That's still not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're
There's also
followed.
another thing I can technically do with the arm.
which is
If something willingly wants to, they can give energy to it.
Hit me.
What? No, not like that. That's still taking. Like
Yeah, dude.
no. Do you have the ability to give with your gauntlets right now?
No, I gotta hit something first.
Okay. So, Marcus.
Yes.
I think Jarvis should be the last person you should drain of us.
What? No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna drain him.
Or
Can
at
you
least
put
But
up?
are you
take
saying
energy
maybe
from him.
okay? Yeah, if we feed good energy to your arm every now and then to balance things out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, essentially, what I was gonna say was, can you put, I don't know, some positive energy into my arm?
I
Yeah, can you send some good vibes?
how do we know that won't slowly kill us over time?
How do you know I'm not Farkas?
Oh,
That's
come
also a good
on.
point.
Oh, I know.
Marcus, that was really not a good time to bring that up.
I will say, because you're all, at least some of you are complaining about the freaking mind reading helmet. Then you bring up the freaking Farkas thing, and you start wondering why is he using a mind reading helmet?
It's
Um,
almost like after the first time you promised us you wouldn't use it again, and you have proven that you are incapable of controlling yourself, and then you act like this that we're absurd for being concerned about this arm.
Right.
You could. You want some good energy? You were talking about, right?
Yeah, like if you put in like some above table, like a cure wounds or something.
How about an aura of vitality?
Let's find out.
Put those vibes in my fucking arm, bro.
As you wish.
don't think this will work, but
All right, I
But aura
cast
vitality
aura
targets
of
yourself.
vitality.
But oh wait, no, you could so yeah, with his aura vitality going, can I absorb some of the energy?
Yeah.
Sure.
The arm?
So you reach the arm out and absorb some of the energy.
Do I have to expend one of the charges, or can it just naturally happen?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's charge based for how many times you can use the life drain, right? Or
No, not the life drain, but the dispel magic and counterspell.
or are you trying to use one of those on this?
I'm literally seeing if Marcus can willfully put positive energy into the arm, and if the arm can essentially take into that charge.
Okay, so then in this case, you would be trying to use the drain to take in the positive energy, but you're not trying to take in the sense of like stealing it, right? You're trying to
Yes.
like, right? Okay,
It's free will, essentially.
so you try and focus the arm, and you attempt to do that. You begin to hear high-pitched ringing in your ears.
Here, Marcus.
You
Okay.
oh,
Marcus, roll me the 2d6 for how much he heals.
The fuck is happening?
You take 7 radiant damage.
The fuck?
Well, who could have seen things like this happen?
What the fuck?
Hey, this is why I would do science.
This is why we do science.
I'm
For one, Ted,
I'm
you are
confuzzled.
very right.
I'm confuzzled, Dylan.
You have never seen your spell hurt someone like that before.
What the fuck?
What?
Try healing me,
Yeah,
Marcus. See if it's just something from you remembering who you are.
Please, this needs to be tested now.
Can I just
Okay.
do the same thing with the aura of vitality again with him?
I did
And
concentration
time,
for up to a
not
minute.
try to take
Just
it in.
try healing. Just try healing him the normal
So you're
way.
just trying to just heal him normally. He's
yeah,
like
without
him not
Jarvo
reaching the
doing
arm now.
arm thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
he's not using the arm, roll 2d6. You would heal back what you lost.
Okay. I'm just gonna start examining the arm right now to see why the fuck it did that. I want to. What's the word I'm looking at? I want to do a.
Make an Arcana check.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's an Arcana check, but what's the word I'm looking for? That's more of like a computer term. I'm gonna flash that.
Diagnostics.
Not diagnostics. It's something else.
Troubleshooting.
Troubleshoot. I want to troubleshoot my arm.
Just
For
try to
25.
troubleshoot.
Troubleshooting
I'm just
my
spitballing here,
arm.
but I feel like since the arm was made with the intent to steal energy,
Well,
being given
no-
energy, it does not accept.
I'm gonna find out.
So was that
Moment.
25?
25 with the flash.
So yeah, so you think with the Infernal Iron and the Celestial Gold, I believe is what I said it was.
The celestial steel.
Oh, Celestial Steel. Yeah, sorry, Celestial Steel. The Celestial Steel typically could balance one another out. So you would think that if you were, say, like using the infernal portion of it to try and tear away from someone's life essence, that theoretically you could potentially also take some of that and give it back through the celestial. However, there's that third element, and that third element
is fucking shit.
it's interfering with some things.
It does not form
you're-
an even triangle.
You're able to take, you're not able to give, and when you try to take what's given, it hurts.
Fuck me. Can I even potentially remove this component?
The stone?
Yeah, at this point.
Be the stone! Well, you already tried removing the arm.
I tried removing the arm. I didn't try to remove the stone.
Sure, you can try to remove the stone.
I'm walking
you're-
away
If
when
you
I see him
remove-
try to do this.
And
Yeah, Jarvis, you should probably go, I don't know, out in the field to do this.
Yeah, we're in an establishment right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jarvis-
we should probably, let's go with you to an empty field, and then we'll
Okay.
stand watch in case anything eldritch tries to kill us.
okay, fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I'll stand watch.
did.
Yeah.
Someone did give you
Freaking
that.
trying to be smart and adding something for unique quality, and I get fucked over it.
So,
All right.
this could go a couple of different ways. So I'll say, as you all determine that you're going to remove this rock from Jarvis's arm, that's what we're going to call it. Tune in next week to find out if you get eaten by an eldritch horror.
Dude, I don't think you should do it. I think someone gave it to you.
No, it was given to me,
given.
but doesn't mean I can't use it for something else.
I think.
Nah, I think he's gonna be mad if you take
Yeah,
it
well,
out.
didn't you ask for it for that purpose?
I
Yeah.
think he's gonna be
Fuck,
real
you're right.
mad.
It's you're a bootleg great old one warlock right now.
Oh god.
He's looking at your shit and he's like, "Hey man, what the fuck?"
Son of a bitch.
Hey, what? Dude, did I give that
Well,
to
I
you?
need
Yeah,
something to
Matt.
fix to turn this triangle into a square.
No, no, it's not a proper triangle. That's what I was saying. It needs to be a triangle, an even triangle, an equilateral.
Then how do I make it an
That
you
shit's
saying I need to add
scaly,
more
bitch.
Eldritch or less?
Alright, gents.
It shouldn't have Eldritch in the first place.
Everybody
has
have a
it
good
now.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night,
Good night.
Oh, I'm waking up early too. I gotta go to bed.
Yo, do you like that picture I sent of Jarvis?
What the
His
fuck
ass
he
is
do?
not doing science.
Too funny.